Welcome out, gamers and gamettes, to this RGL.GG Invite Highlander Season 18 Upper Bracket Finals. I am Alto, joined by Space Ghost Coffee to my side, Dolphin behind the camera. As always, we are watching number 1 seed Duddy Dudes take on number 2 Ohio Leaf Village. Space, how you doing tonight?
I'm excited to be casting Highlander. It's been a bit, but casting my home game mode as opposed to sixes definitely it's a mixed blessing because there's a lot. It's harder to cast, but at the same time I know more.
Yeah, definitely a good point, and definitely going to be a lot more action-packed, I would think, than some of the sixes games you may be seeing, especially coming in here on Asheville as our first map. We did miss round 1 of playoffs last night. No cast there. Neither of the matches particularly close, I think. And on the production side, we got a little caught out by the schedule. Weren't expecting the playoffs to start out on a Sunday, but we are here. Duddy Dudes and Ohio Leaf, I believe, both taking pretty convincing wins over the 3 and 4 seeds, and somebody helping the hardworking Hornets coming in now. And these two teams played each other all the way back in week 1 on PL Swiftwater. Incredible match where Ohio Leaf took that first half off of Duddy Dudes, nearly took a second and 2 of them right off the bat before an incredible comeback by Duddy Dudes led to the 2-1, and basically locked them the first seed back in week 1. So these two teams coming back on it now, and we have some interesting maps tonight.
We do have some interesting maps. I had the pleasure of watching both matches, or at least keeping track of both matches last night, and I don't think a single round was dropped across either match by the winning team. So yeah, it was solid 2-0s throughout, and not only were they 2-0s, they were 3-0s on all their maps. So not missing too much there. It's pretty dominant overall. So getting into these map picks, I'm not surprised by what I see. I think it's interesting that Ohio Leaf Village, they had to it's funny, they banned 2 costs and then they ended up picking Cascade in the end, which is, I think that's an interesting choice, because if you're picking Cascade, that's kind of a particular thing you're picking.
Yeah, yeah, especially with it being old Cascade, hasn't been played, I think, since
It's been a hot
maybe
minute.
season 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Season 9 maybe had the new Cascade played. I'm not sure the last time we played the old one, but it's been a hot minute is what we're getting at. And then yeah, to come back and pick that one after banning Product and Lakeside with Asheville already picked, kind of makes you think that Cascade's a little bit something special, which surprising because a lot of the times I feel like you get in BO3s like this, Cascade being the odd map out just kind of doesn't get picked. It either gets banned right away or goes unpicked by either team. So for them to make that as their one pick is a big one, and then the tiebreaker going back to Swiftwater. So if we see a split of those first 2 maps, we'll be kind of bookending these two teams' histories with right back to the map they played on week 1, and they were very, very evenly matched on. So I'm very excited. But before we get into things, as players are trickling into the server, we want to run down the rosters real quick.
Of course. I'll take the Duddy Dudes. So for the Duddy Dudes, we got Wish on Scout, Wax on Soldier, Carson on Pyro, Joey Lemons on Demo, Triple on Heavy, Hyphen on Engineer, Blake on Medic, Lenny on Sniper, and Jay-Easy on Spy.
From the side of Ohio Leaf, it will be DT on Scout, Voyager on Soldier, the eponymous Leaf on Pyro, Mori on Demo, Dotwet on Heavy, Celery Engineer, Sakura on Medic, Buko on Sniper, and Jacob on Spy.
I think it's interesting also when you just circling back to the map picks a little bit. One final thought is that I believe Upward and Steel were the maps that basically weren't selected, if that makes sense. There's always some maps that are going to be left at the end and you get to pick from the pool. I think Upward and Steel are interesting too, because when the Jacob team, they had a decision between those 3 maps at the end, and they ended up going with Swift over the others, which to me indicates that they felt like, compared to week 1, that they think that loss, even though it was a close one, they think they could easily turn that around.
Yeah, it is.
Or maybe the dudes picked it, I forget. Whoever picked it.
Yeah, dudes pick Swiftwater.
Okay, dude picked Swift, okay.
I can understand
they think it was
not
close,
wanting to
still
pick
winnable.
Steel. But yeah, definitely interesting that they think that the map that they already dropped a half on. And I mean, that was a very interesting match because the round scores were I think Ohio Leaf came out in the first half with a 5-minute cap time and they held it. Then, no, I'm sorry. It was Duddy Dudes came out with a very long cap, a 10, 13-minute cap time, somewhere in that range. Ohio Leaf pulled a 5-minute cap in response. They then pulled another 5-minute cap in the second half, which Duddy Dudes then pushed in 4:30. So
Yeah,
really fast times, and then the third half was much more in Dude's favor. I think they set a 6 or 7 minute cap and had a pretty solid hold, something along those lines. But you know, very interesting. Easily could have gone in Ohio Leaf's favor. So I'm really personally. I mean, we always root for long games. I'm really hoping we get to that third map because I think it'll be really interesting to see how these teams have evolved over the course.
I'd like to see a third map too. I don't know if it's gonna come to that. We'll have to see, but let's get some predictions in the meantime. I think that considering this is the Duddy Dudes map pick, and they obviously picked it for a reason. I watched them in the pregame. They looked pretty dominant in the pregame versus Help. I think Duddy Dudes take this like 4-1, 4-2.
Yeah, at the risk of kind of being a bit of a boring put, I'm looking at a 4-1-2. I think that dudes are just going to be too practiced on Asheville. I think that Koth is a mode that fits them anyway. So a little bit surprised that we did see, you know, Cascade second from Ohio Leaf, but I think they're definitely picking that more for the wildcard factor, that everyone on dudes just cannot be as practiced on that map as they are on really anything else in the rotation.
It still is played in pugs, so like everyone in the server is going to have experience on it. It is played in pugs on occasion. I'm not less worried about that. The map, Cascade and Ash, people think of them, they're similar, and they are, but they're definitely, there's some pretty big difference. I think I see what the Jacob team is cooking. I think I know. There's some things you can abuse on that map, and Jacob has much more big game experience on that map compared to everyone else.
Absolutely, but we are live upper bracket finals for season 18 invite. Kicking off, it will be Duddy Dudes on the blue team, Ohio Leaf. Or Duddy Dudes on the red, excuse me, Ohio Leaf on the blue. Both demos coming into mid. That's a man melter.
That is the man melter. Somebody said about a freaking. There's gonna be a bomb for Voyager. He's gonna get levitated though. In the meantime, a lot of deaths for both sides here. Is the bomb? Can he get it? No, he can't. Both soldiers bomb, but Quack's unable to get their medic as Leaf hits the nice reflect, and that's gonna be an immediate round win for the side of Ohio Leaf Village. So coming at the gate strong, and it's Asheville, so we're probably not gonna see a push for the Duddy Dudes in a hot minute. This is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, Voyager, while getting levitated, did find the kill onto Leif there, which is so important. Quacks coming in a little bit later, but you know, getting denied with the team being dead. So soldiers really making their presence known on this first round. Joey walking out of Shutter alone, just getting some tickies in, and there is the
he's
jump
trying to
in
bump
from
for Quack.
Quack.
2 huge rockets, not a kill. No pop either, so that means they're going to start back, but they did make a bit of space during that. They lost 2. They're still going to at least try to fight it back up.
Sniped.
Ooh, they did get sniped. I didn't even notice in the meantime. They're hunting down Jacob in the meantime. Going to find him, but that's just going to be more time for Ohio Leaf Village on the side. You know, they still have Uber the whole time too. It's massive, like literally as much Uber as you can get.
Oh, and I think actually we were wrong on the rosters. It looks like that is Casper in on medic, I would say.
Oh, okay.
So hasn't been maining this season, but coming in for this big match here. But let's not gonna find the med pick. That's a drop in Shutter for Casper. Joey's gonna go down, but the numbers in favor of Duddy Dudes right now. They're gonna start.
Jacob's gonna get on Carson. Or actually, he's just gonna get the gonna get the minion back up. Key pick, gonna get hunted by Hyphen, but that was a huge snipe from Lenny opening things up, and Duddy Dudes are gonna take this point while still being relatively all up. They're, you know, all 9 people on the server definitely helps. As Lori's gonna have a bit of a bleed. That's gonna equalize. So now that was actually, you know, a minute 40 to left to push Asheville after you like full wipe on mid. That's honestly not that bad. They didn't have to exchange or do anything crazy like that.
And we can see we've got Quack sitting over on ramp, just trying to guard it. Jay-Z playing Vision to help him out right there. Gonna get that DR pop to let him know that people are coming in, as they're gonna try to get Dotwet clears it out. Is that DT not gonna go any bit too aggressive? But I think they're really looking to get some pressure in ramp. Here comes in the jump as some pressure coming forward.
Okay, they're gonna try to get in. Buka does take out Lenny, so that is sniper advantage for the side of Ohio Leaf Villages. Jay-Z's gonna be looking behind on that, see if he can get in, but people are getting headshot by Buka left, right, and center. The Uber exchange is gonna happen, but no Uber
Quack's
for the side of
behind
Casper.
Casper.
Oh, can he get it? Casper's so hurt. He
Get
gets
the
him.
surf up. No.
And Wish is still in too. Wish is gonna get 3 in the flank, coming in huge for the Duddy Dudes, getting the cleanup at the end, and that's gonna be a failed push. And
Wish
is
just
still
runs
in
into spawn and murks DT with the top.
Psychological damage. Quack's complaining in chat he had to hit a medic for 151. Well, that's just the way it be sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Quack's coming in there on the side. Casper, excuse me, almost did a really nice surf to land up on bats, but just barely didn't get enough airtime. Fell back to the corner.
Fast bomb from Voyager.
Yep.
Actually, he got launched aside. Jacob's on the enemy roof somehow. He's gonna drop down and live, but that is gonna be some picks being traded. And no soldier, no spy means that your medic's gonna be that much more safe. Buku's trying to peek up, see what he can get, but Lenny is gonna win the SDS, so this push might not end that well.
Get Moria and Celery dead as well. They're trying to get some cap time without a demo to kind of back up this push. A little bit of pressure is going to be enough to force them out. Casper already wanting to leave through Shredder. He knows he's not safe there. No demo, no sniper. This push can only end one way.
Blake, nice serve from Blake and Leif. Jacob is going to get triple, but Jay-Z going to get revenge for his friendly Pudas. Yeah, with the Ambi, Spies, I've seen more Spies running Ambi. I think if you're feeling yourself, if you got the good DM, especially on a map where there's not really like super long, yeah, like see if you're feeling yourself, it just works perfectly. Just do tap the pyro.
Yeah, that class definitely counters each other. It's the Uber popped out from Casper a little bit early coming out of Shutter here. Flashes on both sides. They're going to get very little presence. Mori forced to jump out of this crack. It's going to be the only casualty going across. Dotwood has some good positioning up on ramp, but Lenny wins the FPS on Fuko again. Bomb from Voyager gets air blasted back. Great reflex from Carson coming in. Joey's going to go down, but Mori is dead as well. So no offensive demo going to hurt. No offensive scout or sniper. Those are all the big classes dead. And despite the kill going over on Quacks in the exchange, it's going to be a continued hold right now from Duddy Dudes.
Yeah, like I mentioned it a bit earlier, but sometimes repushing Asheville can be really, really, really difficult. This is a perfect example of that, where like Duddy Dudes, they lost a bit initially. Leif is going to go in, get a bit of damage. Casper going to die, but that's going to be the round. Like Ohio Leaf Village, they had such a huge advantage in there, and because they fumbled it, they lost the point there. It goes to show the difference between the two teams. The Duddy Dudes, once they got that advantage on a point, it was just straight 3 minutes to 0. You know, once they got the point, they never let go.
Yeah, when you have teams at this level, one med drop is usually going to be enough to flip around and, you know,
especially on Asheville, because it's so difficult to like get that Uber and then get the refight. Oh, and speaking of mid down, there goes Casper. If Blake can stay alive, this could be a huge bid. This looks like a disaster for Ohio Village. Oh, DT's in though. Oh, DT gets the medic. Okay, that's a huge play. No medics for either side.
Yep. Almost had the full ace. Leaf, it looks like, gonna die. A little bit delayed. Casper left all on his lonesome in the spawn, waiting for people to come back up. But, you know, it will be made going in favor of Dudes here. But slight ad for Casper should be...
Jay-Z's lurking up that. Might have a good angle on Mori.
Oh, no! It gets clipped. That's a clip right there. Oh, no!
Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to Pug that one. That's not what hates playing against Jay-Z for specifically that reason. Okay, Jay-Z's just killing the combo and he's still alive. That's sometimes it just do be like that. The Spy is a good class. He's running to spawn now too. I think he's gonna try to spawn Camp Mori. We'll have to see what he does, but regardless,
no one's coming
Jacob's
up
gonna die in the meantime, which means that Jacob's not there to call things, and I'm gonna suspect that they're not pushing things. Dalwet's on the hunt for Jay-Z, but yeah, they're literally all just looking around for Jay-Z. There is no pushing, no excitement happening. They are just they need to kill that man.
You just take it.
He did take the telly.
Yeah, he did take the telly coming in.
They got him.
Will get taken out, but in that time, it lets Blake close up that slight Uber diss that they had. Lenny putting the FPS on Puko again right as it starts. Already 3 down right now. Make that 4 with DT dead. This Uber's going nowhere fast. It's an 8v4 as the Ubers fade.
Yeah, that's it might be like that. They're not getting bullied out of ramp by Quacks, and yeah, Ohio Leaf Village, they look like they're struggling to push here. It's not that they don't have a plan, you know, you can see that they're trying to execute things, just that sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes the other team, you're not getting the picks or advantages
in their defense
to get these pushed to happen.
I'm pretty sure the last time Lenny died was on the first mid.
Yeah. Quacks
finds Blake.
Puko does find Blake. That is a huge pick, and they should be able to push up that. Quacks is going to be behind, buzzing bit of chaos. He tried the bomb. Lenny's going to get DT in the meantime, and Quacks is just killing everyone on the backline.
Yeah, I think this should be enough. Dotwood, though, going to take a big chunk of damage.
I don't know if it is.
Trying to keep him up, and now he's going to go down. Hyphen dropping off the roof. Make that a 6 streak for Hyphen.
Quacks was behind.
Yeah.
I think he got literally 20 rockets off. He got a 4K just walking behind. That when Ohio Leaf Village are trying to push, they have no answer for the players going behind right now.
I still don't think, or did Lenny even die there? I don't know.
No, he didn't. He's on a 4K.
No. Yeah, no, I think he died once in the first round, and I think that's all he's looking at so far.
Yeah,
on that first mid, and that's it.
If you can't get in on Asheville, the other sniper, like the only way to kill him is with the SVS or a bomb, and if those aren't working, it's gonna be a tough day at the office trying to kill Lenny. When he is on bats, gonna kill Voyager, so that's a slow down. DT doesn't have to help the Chiefs Lenny, they're just getting mulched again. They can't get in. It's these holds by Duddy Dudes are so dominant that they're not even like even the scrappy fights, they're still winning relatively dominantly.
Yeah, they're just running around in lobby now, getting up on pads. No reason not to. Buko takes a telly into the middle of the combo. Tries to get the shot. Actually got the shot.
But he's standing next to a telly.
And get it off. What a way for his like second death. Oh, the back cap! What he's doing with the back cap on Asheville. Gonna extend that round a little bit longer, but I'm not looking forward to seeing these logs face.
I think there should be some standouts. I think some players are definitely going to be very high on the logs. Some good KDs possibly. And if I were Team Jacob, they didn't even really get to play the map. They barely got to the mid, more or less the other side of the map. I think that it doesn't look like they're sending that many players behind. That could be a strategy they could change, but it overall just looks like there's having huge issues. I haven't opened the logs. Is there some Eldritch Horrors?
Lenny actually died 4 times, which I'm shocked by because I can only think of one of them. But
I think they're all pushing.
Lenny's sitting on 14-4. Hyphen's sitting on 12-6-3. Triple sitting on 12-10-1. He has a 22 KDA.
That's
Triple is 12-10-1, and Joey Lemons is 4-5-5. They're in completely different games.
When the medic has the same kills as your engineer in demo, that's not ideal. Like, I know demo, sometimes you don't get as many kills as you need. And the thing is, Mori's doing tons of damage, but it doesn't matter how much damage Mori does if they can't get players in to clean up. I genuinely think that if Duddy dudes are going to win a round, they need to win a mid very dominantly, like that first round. Because at least then they had an opportunity to get back into the round.
Shutter.
Yeah, because if they lose the mid, like, super bad, they have not shown they can push. It's going to be a tough time.
And I don't want to pick on Casper here, but I have vivid memories of another playoff game of something similar happening where I understand the Asheville meta of, you keep your med in Shutter when you're expecting sacks, right?
Yeah.
You have to be in or out. You especially if you're playing back like that, you don't have the pressure on the enemy team's Shutter to deny snipers from just going for a quick peek. And if you're going to play like directly in the Shutter and keep it open the entire times, you're going to, eat a drop like that. Eventually, especially when you're going against Lenny. You either got to be, on ramp or transitioning out and playing in safety, out of that view if you're going to do that. Because if you play in the middle, you're just going to get caught out.
Yeah. I think Casper is also one of those medics who will drop, who he's not going to pop if he doesn't think he has to. So if he doesn't think he has to pop, he's not going to, and he will drop, which is, it's definitely, it's a perfectly valid way of playing medic, though it is the downside of that, is that situation. But I think if Ohio Leaf Village wants to get back into this, they need to, mix things up. When they're pushing, they're just kind of, deathballing into them, and they're getting multiple doing so. I think if, a good adjustment would be sending players behind and making people look around, because that way your players pushing aren't, walking, they aren't just walking into a trap, basically.
Yeah, I feel like they'll send DT and Dotwet to ramp to, get eyes on Quack so he doesn't go behind, and that's the extent of it,
Yeah.
Maybe you pull Buko over there, because I understand, right, that if you're getting owned in the SVS, there's only so much you can really do about that. But it feels like I see Buko trying to get shots off of bats, then he goes Shutter and loses the SVS.
It's also very hard to win the actual SVS if the spy is constantly calling you and you have to push the point, because there's only, 3.5 places you can peek. And if the spy sees you and you don't have the point, they're all going to know where you are and just, walk to the part of the map you're not looking at. It's pretty difficult to, get that opening pick on Asheville if the other spy's alive, and Jay-Z's doing a very, very good job staying alive and just being a menace.
Absolutely, although I'd say that if you can get Buko set up on ramp, at least the part of the map where they can be to dodge that is a little bit further back, and it gives the rest of the team a little bit more.
It also forces blue players to walk. It forces them to walk forward too. You either have to play further back or walk forward into the sniper, which then presents opportunities to kill those players. And then that's an advantage you can work off. Whereas they're just trying to push these, I feel with very minor advantages of anything, and it's just not working. I feel they need to get something happening before the push.
Yeah, whatever kind of defensive setups that we've seen out of Duddy dudes, it's clear that for the most part, it is not that vulnerable to a sniper on bats.
Yeah.
They don't have that many people peeking it. They're able to, maintain positions outside of that sight line while also, applying pressure elsewhere as they need. So, gotta mix things up a bit, because clearly they looked really good on that first mid, And ever since then, they've just looked lost and
Yeah.
unable to push.
I think Dotwed, I think there might be an extended delay here because Dotwed has like 100 ping on heavy, and he's not he's not in another country like Buko. You know, I'm pretty sure he's in the USA, so not ideal from Dotwed. I actually don't know why he has 100 ping. That's quite strange.
Yeah, it might be some kind of internet issues. We haven't heard anything, but oh yeah, he's up to 120 now. So see if that goes back down anytime soon. Definitely hope it does, but
In the meantime, I'm sure Jacob's like giving them all a stern, deserved dressing down on what they're doing wrong. Okay, server issues apparently. That's what's been going on. But regardless, this does give them a bigger opportunity to fix their issues. It's Asheville, so there's only like so many different things you can do, but there's still definitely a lot of strats they haven't tried. So I'm sure that's what we're doing. Also, in the meantime, did you happen to cast any of those games where the demo and medic would roll quick fix in Asheville mid?
I didn't. I think that's been a scrim pug only strat, if I'm being honest.
People should do it in matches. I unironically like it did like the reason why people stopped doing it is because that if you did it against a team, they would baby out and refuse to scrim you, even though it was working and winning mids. I can think it was Hood. It was one of the Hood seasons that started.
I feel like that's something though that only works against a team. I feel like that's a win more strategy. Like all it takes, right, is your spy checking Medibeam, like Medgun on rollout. You see they're on quick fix, and then suddenly you put your heavy up on bats, and then they jump in and they instantly get 2.
Oh, there's different places you can jump. You can jump the ramp. My thing with that, which I think more teams should try it, is that Asheville mid definitely feels like incomplete. In my opinion, because like no matter what you
research,
no matter what you do, you're peeking like your entire team into a sight line, which isn't ideal. So that's the reason you started doing it was that like the quick fix demo thing. If you peeked, you didn't have to deal with like that way you didn't have to peek your mid into the sniper and your demo into the sniper. So it's like if the other sniper's kind of pooping on you in mid, that was the solution.
Were they jumping like from their own ramp to the enemy team's bats? Was that the jump or?
You could go different places. So you could jump their bats and fight. You can jump like fans and shoot down a shutter. You could just jump like by tires and jump out. You had to mix it up. If you jumped the same place, it was a disaster. But if you like mixed up where you were jumping, it was pretty good. But again, teams I think teams are too cowardly to try it, and also it worked. It definitely helped if you had Bowl of Mayo. Bowl was somewhat at it.
Yeah, no, I'm in full agreement. I don't think it's researched enough, and I think I like the point about the sniper. I've always been of the opinion that it's probably too predictable, where I think a lot of the times it either worked because teams weren't checking for it, because you're just assuming that they're going to run meta, or it was like Hood scrimming a low invite team where it doesn't really matter. It worked
in the upper team so well, they would literally unexec and baby out about it. So they stopped doing it.
I hate that mentality.
That's why they stopped doing it. Nobody would play them.
If you're losing to Cheese, it means you're not good enough.
I agree. Speaking of losing to Cheese, I have to say there's been a distinct like the only Cheese I think we've seen this match is just Ambi. Other than that, I think we're running pretty regular for everything. It's not like they're losing to anything crazy. They're just losing to like standard things.
Put Leif on jetpack for mids.
Yeah, listen, I think there's nothing wrong with full sending in an actual bit, especially if you're getting kind of like dumpstered. At least if you trade people out, you might be able to get a refund.
I ran it a couple times in low invite, and the amount of times I go in first and I have 8 players looking at me, I get obliterated and my soldier sneaks in behind me and gets 3 in shutter. Yeah. It's the greatest feeling.
And that's what Quax was doing. Like, if you looked what was happening to a Highly Village during the pushes, Quax was just running around basically like the Invisible Man on like in their lobby. Like, nobody shot him. He got a 4K when they were pushing because nobody like. It's to me that's also kind of strange because you would think they would have like had a designated player to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does look like because of the server issues, they are going to be swapping servers. So. It's not going to be J-Easy versus 3 for the rest of the match here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so I might take J-Easy on those odds, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Jay-Z, he's done some terrible things to me and the other TF2 players in Pugs, especially with the Ambi. I don't know, some people just have the gene for it, he has the Ambi gene.
So, but yeah, we're waiting on whatever that new info is, at which point we can...
I think I'm in the server, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. Yeah, I didn't get that.
In the meantime, this is a completely unrelated to anything TF2 related, but if you look at the Ohio, if you just look at the flag, it annoys me so much that the Ohio flag isn't a rectangle. I don't know. They have to be different.
Do you know what the flag of the city of Tampa looks like?
I don't. The Nepal flag is fine. That one's at least 2 triangles. I vibe with that one.
I'd recommend looking up city of Tampa flag.
Hold on. Oh my god, that's horrible. Whoa. That is atrocious.
I think every single element represents something. So the yellow and the red stripes are the Spanish influence in the area. There's French influence. I don't know what the green one on the right is, but it looks like a B-52 stealth bomber on the corner of the flag. So
true.
That's interesting.
Okay, people are joining the server. We got 15 left. Dotwet's ping. I don't see Dotwet yet.
Yeah, it looks like he's one of the 2 now that aren't in. Everyone else looks fine though, so we'll see.
Dude, I like the boat at least.
Yeah, they definitely went for something.
They did.
Have you seen the old Provo, Utah flag?
I haven't. Okay, I probably have at some point, but I'm gonna have to do my research on Funny Flags. I'll get back to you on that one. I think in the meantime, okay, let's see. Is Dalvin in the server? No, it's him and someone else are missing.
Yeah, we've got 17 in now, and he's the only one not in. So we'll.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Quax is in. Everyone's
to...
pings look marginally better. Even Buko's looks marginally better with the 100 ping.
Yeah, I think he was closer to 150, and it's now down to 120. So you better. Gives you time to look up the Provo flag, though.
I'm looking at the logs. I'm seeing if I can. Dude, Blake had 1,500 heals. How did we not notice that? 1,500 HPM. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Casper didn't do bad either. Casper had the elite heals per minute, 1,337,
yeah.
But the 1,500, not bad.
I'm actually surprised Blake has that many given the 4 deaths.
Yeah.
Because if someone goes 1 death over 2 rounds and everyone's able to really play crit heals well because you're dominating, that's one thing. But to get 1,500 when you are having 2 deaths around is still pretty decent.
In both medics, Casper had 2 Ubers and Blake had 3 Ubers over 2 rounds. So that means that a lot of they weren't even using that much. They were just kind of it's not like they were using on cooldown. There's a lot of standing around with Uber for both teams.
Yeah, there's only 1 Uber on both sides in that second round. Granted, the round is less than 4 minutes.
But still, yeah.
But yeah, you'd expect to see more than 5 total across 2 rounds. That's definitely on the lower end. I mean, actually, yeah. There were only 3 caps. It was Ohio won the first mid,
and then they capped. Then they just never pushed the point again,
and they never capped again. Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm saying with Asheville. These days, it's very, very hard to push Asheville if both teams are playing optimally, in my opinion. The defensive team has to mess up somewhere for you to push, in my opinion.
You said that it's become very flowcharty before we went live, which I can agree with, but as I think you're a little bit more kind of plugged into what teams are doing right now than I am. Why? Because I saw it in the regular season too. When teams are losing and they don't have point, it feels like their snipers only sit bats. They are never escorted on ramp. Is that a meta change or a mismatch?
So teams still do it, but you need to send people over. And the issue with it is even if you're on ramp, you can't stop the enemy soldier from just face planting in and probably 2 or 3 rocketing your sniper. You know what I mean? If the spy's alive, they can call it, which means that they're just gonna adjust. So it's not really worth doing it that much in downtime, unless it's a sketchy situation, That would be my 2 cents. They could also just not prefer to do it, but it's also if the defensive team is playing properly, the sniper shouldn't get to peek out to where you can see the med. He should only be able to peek out to where you can see the players actively shooting him on his own roof,
Right. It's less about him peeking to get a med pick and more about him peeking to force people off of roof, make them play back a bit, give the combo on bats a little bit more breathing room to kind of walk forward and play the
teams usually tend to walk forward more these days if the sniper goes ramp, because they just walk into ramp and there's nothing to stop it, If the sniper sits on bats more, he can at least like look at the players on ramp, and your like players who are on ramp, like your soldier and engineer, can like try to play the game more. I couldn't tell you specifically why for these two teams, why they don't like doing it, but it could be something they also need to, you know, just do more in general. Maybe it was part of their plan, and like, you know, sometimes you have plans and you kind of forget to execute them.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Something I'm always really interested in is when you have the top two seeds playing each other, how like they were scrimming every team other than each other, right?
Yeah.
So there may have been a bunch of strats that they were both playing against the 3 seed that may have worked there that don't work against each other.
I can speak from experience, at least in the pregame, they literally just kind of rolled up their coffin. It's like, all right, guys, and they just like. They already know what they're doing. They're not really trying any new strats, at least on the Duddy dude side. If a highly village is going to take a round, it would be this one as we are going live.
Exactly. Yet Moriarty hit a little bit low on hit. Joey now from the pull, but Carson already dead. Voyager Goombas onto Joey Lemon. Moriarty goes down.
Backside bomb. Oh, they don't know. It's a nuke. He doesn't get anyone though with all the damage. Nowhere to go with it. Wish is still behind too. He's going to kill the telly. He's getting hunted down, so they know. Leif's going to go down and +1 to the Wish's stats. Is Wish and Jay-Z are behind. Jacob typing run in chat.
Hyphen's pinned in lower. But yeah, no, Crack came in from so high. I don't know if Casper even knew. He jumped off of the barrels and just got higher than the splash. JKD coming in, I didn't know. But he's gonna get Casper going in the spy.
Oh, it's a nuke for Crack. Oh my god.
Casper surfs onto ramp. Here comes an Hyphen. Almost gets the kill onto Casper. He will survive just barely as comes in with Uber, but they lose 5 people for it. However, 3 dead. Off the sack is going to mean that they're going to start tapping on Duddy Dude's side. They still have Uber here, but Blake's about to have. They have to go now, but they're going to run right into this and Blake gets.
Got to be, but they're going to have to exchange it. It's just going to be a solo Pudis on the point. Jay-Z going to work his way behind. They're going to give up the point, and you can see with the Duddy Dude's repushes, they're like doing multiple things. Whereas it's on a high lead build down to repush, and this might be a better repush because they immediately have the point, but Buko going down is not a good start. Jay-Z gets 2, he gets Demo and Sniper, and that's going to immediately put this push in the history books.
Yeah, I know how Leif feels there. Have a spy, he's already bicycled and he's shooting your team. You can't do anything, you can't damage him. It's not a
that's why you run shotgun.
Guess so.
Jay-Z, Jacob actually going to go lower meal. Quax is bombing to the enemy. That's also, look at the aggression here. While there goes Casper. See the aggression when they had the point there? That's also wise. I think that the Duddy dudes have been very aggressive when they had the point. In terms of, they're not just sitting there,
Yeah,
Mori gonna bomb it, actually. Lulu gets the force off the Mori bomb, or not the force, the drop. So both medics gonna die, but with the Duddy having the point and the highly village wiped, this is going to be still tough. It's not an easy push at all.
I really want to talk about that bomb that Cracks just did there, though, because it's like you said, they're being aggressive, but what you'll notice, too, is that Jay-Z was behind that. He got
that was called, but
he got right back to spawn.
100%.
Jay-Z's calling that, right? There are so many players, anywhere from low invite to, IM, that will see Quacks do that and go, oh, he just jumped them when they were walking up on bats. I'm going to do that too. But they don't have their spy in place. They're not timing it perfectly. Then they just go in and feed when they're on defense. That play is only good because Jay-Z is the one orchestrating it. Quacks is...
Speaking of Jay-Z, he's going, he just DRs behind him and he gets Casper. Nobody heard that. That was an immediate DR, but they're still going to actually try to take the point here down a medic, and Leif's going to die. It's looking tough as Warrior's gonna bomb in, try to get Blake. Warrior's bombing up bats, he's just shooting everything. They're all trying to feed it to Blake and Dotlet. He's gonna get Blake from lower, so they do finally have a good pinch and they're gonna be able to get the point. So they're working their way back in the round, but is it too little too late?
Yeah, I mean, I think they are going to get this capture here. I think this is their first non-mid capture of the match.
This is.
Quacks coming in, almost finds Casper in shutter. That felt like a little bit more of a Hail Mary there. Triple, yeah. Doing what he can. Thinks he's going to get the shorter respawns and might as well go in, try to find something. As a Cap does come back in, they are down a little bit over a minute. And Jacob's going to get caught out.
Jacob. That's very unfortunate because that means Jacob can't. See, this is when you peek a sniper ramp because the spy can't call him. Although Letty's going to go bats anyway. Letty, speaking of which, she's actually rotating shoulder because he can just peek wherever. But
blue combo
look at the way that highly villagers are just losing players when they have the point there. It's definitely it's so much easier to cap the point when you have some sort of advantage, which sounds obvious, but also Sully with the glow stick gonna force the DR, but Unhealthy Village gonna lose the point again.
And I mean, all credit to JE. They're going in. But Quack's first gonna jump into bats, get the force out of Casper. He's gonna go down. Flare shot right there from Leif, but that Uber's not gonna get anything otherwise. But JE coming in really into I mean, Jacob's dead, so it's an 8-man, but just manifests a heavy pick in a 1v8. No distractions needed.
Jacob's also having difficulty crossing too, which that's gonna make things tough because if his team doesn't make the space for him to cross, he can't do anything, and then you're down the best player in Highlander.
Yep, they're gonna try to walk forward here, but Uber's coming out. Voyager already dead. Mori getting sniped out. Dotwet killed somewhere.
Max is bombing
sure where,
again.
But yep.
Oh my
god.
Good surf from it doesn't matter, but the good bomb. They're still gonna get the point, but every time they push, it feels like Unhealthy Village just loses a player that they desperately need. Oh, they are not. The triple rating supreme. Dude, triple has so many points. He has 24 points.
Did he die that round?
I don't know. I mean, he has 2 DOMs, and that was like after 1 round at TF2. So that was, again, that was better for Unhealthy Village, but
you're down
0-3 now.
I don't think he probably died on a mid. That seems...
I don't know, triple is, Boy Genius is built different.
But still, he only died once in the first half combined, so we come into what could be the last mid-tier map point right now.
The goodbye Voyager. They're going to get Joey Lemons, and the aggression from Blue is much, much better this round, as they're going to get it and win this mid, so that's a good start if they want him to start making this comeback. Blake is peak at this point, just bowing people. He gets more baby! Blake is the only medic for how you do that, by the way. Just literally absent-mindedly peeking the point, spraying bows.
Yeah, you know what? I would do that. I'd get the kill and I'd die for it.
You would die for it, and then you'd get correctly flamed for it. But Blake did it and it worked, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, he's better than I am. So that's why he's here and I'm in the casting booth. But no, that was a really good mid. The Voyager went in, and even though he got reflect killed on ramp,
triple died.
He forced all those players back.
Holy Dotwet.
Wow, yeah, Dotwet sitting on the box, challenge triple himself right there.
They're gonna try to take the forwards. I don't blame them. This forwards can work. It's pretty good.
When he burns out in spawn, that's so big.
This is the thing with forwards. Like, it's not as good as product, but it's still good because the thing with forwards is fighting on the enemy side of the map is almost always better than fighting on your side of the map. So, like, if you're gonna be aggressive like this, I always support at least an attempt.
They've already lost Mori and Celery though. And DT is just in spawn.
Yeah, but look, they get the force on their side of the map and they can leave.
Yep, there it is. Now it's worth it. Well. They may have trouble still holding on to this, but yeah, Mori now actually
that's the thing with fighting on their side of the map is not only do you have to lose, if you like don't wipe, then they have to fight you on side of the map, and then they have to fight you on point and like for the second fight basically. That's why it's
fight you on the beaches. They'll fight.
Also, they're going under their bats. Look at this. They're going for chaos.
I love this.
They know they need to shake things up. They're going. It's literally a 3-man combo. It's Elf.
Dude, they're meleeing down
triple. Wish is Wish 1? Wish is 1.
Casper's alone, he's at 80%.
Oh, the mini!
No! Oh, I love that style of, like, you know, bucket we ball, like, get in there, do something they haven't prepared for, but Jay-Z somehow runs into the 2 of them, and I think he fools Mori somehow.
Probably.
Gets the stab.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Unhealthy Village want to do now, because they did get some point time across, but this is where they've been struggling, is this situation. Also, yeah, see where Quacks is playing? That's why the snipe. Oh, there goes Voyager. Voyager's gonna...
Oh, Blake is so hurt.
Almost gets Blake, but Blake's gonna live with a little bit of HP. Gonna get forced, so they do get the force. A good... Oh, and DT's gonna kill triple. Trying to just eat a snack. So now DT's behind it. This is what they needed.
Wish is behind. He's on Mori. Oh, he gets Sky! But he gets boosted up right into him.
DT's behind too. DT's can he kill? He's gonna get hyphen. DT's still in. Gonna die to the mini, but he killed the telly. He killed 2 players. That's what they needed. Is people going in. Jacob meanwhile gonna kill Joey. Gonna get treated out. But these scrappy fights like this didn't let them actually push. That's what they did to do this whole time.
Jay-Z does come in and pick off Voyager, but I do not think it's going to matter. In this case, point goes back over, and it's going to be... Blake went down to the back end of that. I didn't 96. See how.
Lenny kills Casper.
Casper, so no Uber at all. Now, therefore, they are getting a couple kills on Triple and Carson, but no sustained forward hold going to be possible here without your med.
Yeah, they're still trying to go for plays, and I like that. They need to delay them however possible, and it's making them turn around at least. Joey going to get a 2K with his pipes, though. not going to help that much for their side as they're going to back up.
Huge bomb out of Voyager, but Quack survives on 4.
I'm hearing headshots. Yeah, Buko and Lenny are taking the buffed SBS. They're going to have to back up. Which... Yeah, okay. Okay, Quack's going to bomb, and Buko actually just barely... He has a nice surf and live, so Quack's is somewhere he shouldn't be. You see where Quack's is? Or not Quack, sorry, Buko.
No, I don't.
Oh, he drops off. He was on the pipes on bets.
Oh.
Hit a good surfer, they're gonna back up. Jacob's gonna go for a fast decloak, gonna get a Lenny, gonna get Lenny, such a huge play, and almost gets Blake, gets a pistol off. Blake gonna get dropped down to 15 HP, but blue players dying as well means this might be, they're gonna get in, they're gonna get the point, but they might not be able to get Blake here.
Yep,
this is definitely their best round so far.
Absolutely, you almost wish this was just the first round.
Blake got forced.
Yeah, that's gonna stall the cap for sure, but you know, time lead's still in favor. Everyone's in shutter! Casper cannot get the sandwich against the wall. Hyphen gonna take him out. That engineer just chatting up, getting in there. Hyphen just putting old shit in chat. Didn't expect it to work himself, but he finds the med. Quacks is still behind. Looking forward here, gets one
Lenny gets Jacob.
Goes down.
Now Lenny getting Jacob is huge. As Jacob is trying to pressure at the shot, but Buka's gonna get Jacob, that's huge. But look at Joey. Joey's just walking forward and he's just not getting shot. Like, he's getting, like, kind of shot now, but he's taking so much space. Where he's gonna bomb the roof, get pipes. Joey's gonna fall in the meantime, so they finally get enough players to clean up, but they're gonna lose Mori for it.
Well, Casper was focused on keeping Voyager alive, and the demo goes down to the side of him, unfortunately.
Voyager's going for a bomb
Coming in
now.
for a high bomb here, yeah, that was
land on
not
Quack's
as
3 HP. Yeah, Quack's probably not long for this world as he's stuck under his own bats at 3 HP, but meanwhile they're trying to set up the forwards again, and this might... Oh, Blake gonna go down.
Huge
this
shot.
Could be the round. Casper's on 75%. They need, if they get this Uber, that's the round.
Mission ends in 30
Oh, I knew Leif wanted to go forward, and he sees Hyphen with the mini on the spawn door, and he's just thinking to himself, man.
Yeah, TT complaining about the mini as they're gonna try to get in, but they 19 seconds. They got a lot of people to work through, and I believe Casper's on full Uber.
He is indeed. Triple and Quacks both already going down. Finding space for them to push out through lobby, but there's an Uber they're gonna have to run into right now. Not sure. Casper dropped.
When did that happen?
Revolver shot. He was just right on point. I don't think it's gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter.
But
who needs you don't need Uber if you just make them shoot you. Or are you typing it yes in chat as maybe the Jacob team are getting back into it. Buko on an 8K definitely helps. Turns out that the sniper is a pretty good class. Who would imagine that?
yeah, crazy that when he's not getting sniped out of.
Yeah.
30 zombies win.
The sniper with the higher kill streak won. Mourners at 11. That's the kind of compelling analysis you get here with the RGL stream.
Sniper, good class.
Okay.
Oh, there goes in
Quack's
Quacks.
gonna bomb in. Lenny gonna die. Buko gonna get 2K. Okay, Buko has turned up. He hit the switch, whatever you want to say.
Watch
But
Quacks coming in now. Great
that's a
reflex.
full wipe other than JD.
That's a full 9-man.
Yeah, there's the full wipe. They got the
seconds.
9-man on mid. Something just happened. Something changed dramatically here. The entire match seems to have been turned on his head with Jacob team now. So they still got 2 rounds to go, but they figured out whatever's wrong as Mori's setting up an aggressive trap.
How does he have so many? But that is going to be there. Expecting the forward server. All the red couple went out left lobby, actually, even though no one's even that far up.
Quack's going to bomb in and getting so much damage, getting the force.
Uber's popped off as Casper and Mori surfing into Shutter.
Oh, Blake might be caught out.
Blake is now caught out here, but he's going to kite underneath bats. Really good heads up awareness from Blake, but TT coming in. He's left alone. The zombie gets too much. Walking in.
Hey, 9-man went for it.
That's a 9-man wipe now for at least 7 or 8 seconds, but they do at the very least find Blake. It's going to be on a shorter spawn than Casper, though. And the cap, yep, they're just waiting for the last spawners to come up. Only 45 seconds off, because I think that felt like a lot longer.
Someone got headshot. Oh, Jacob got a DR headshot, but he's going to go underneath, and both spies are... Oh, Spy v Spy, Spy v Spy.
Headshot, I think.
Ooh, Jacob coming out on top in the Spy v Spy. So that's going to be a big advantage. Buko going to die, not ideal. Jacob also going to die. Yeah, he did get his man, but blue team is under their bats. Okay, they're backing up. Run up. They're still trying to push under their bats into triple. This is not working.
Yeah, I like the idea of maybe trying to like stealthily come up under bats as like a, you know, slightly way to mix
So I like the
but
crits from the side of from red. I think that's a good call.
Ooh, yeah, Blake is on crits. He has that in shutter right
Especially
now.
because it's kind of unusual in Asheville. Other than Pugs, which sometimes your medic just not consensually goes crits. They're not going to expect this for the post fight. Yep, there it is. And Buko down. That's that's already the fight. It doesn't matter about the Uber now, because this is going to buy a lot of time. Or he's going to try to bomb me.
They're going to lose
down.
triple and height.
They're going to lose a couple people, so... Oh, there it is.
Quacks finds him, yeah.
Lady's on a 9K.
Oh, yep, bigger snipers kill streak wins. Ultimately, that's all what it's about. I mean... Nice shot by Buko.
Buko gonna kill Chasey.
That's a dirty angle from lobby all the way into ramp. But, yeah, the crits ends up working out at Bartendo's face to practice again and find Casper at 90. But Jacob coming in, good coordination. They're going to find Carson. That maybe is about it, though, as Leif trying to walk forward, cannot run into the rep heavy. That Sack's only going to find them a pyro.
And Sack's only got Buko's still staying in. He might be a little caught up. He's not too careful yet.
No,
Buko biting off a little more he can chew means that he's a bleeder.
Hyphen's in.
Yeah, oh wait, oh my god, he is in. Yeah, look at the mini on ramp.
Now.
That's a terrifying mini. Like, you turn that corner, there's just a mini shooting you from the high. Okay, Mori's gonna get it at least, but I respected Lenny gonna kill Salariza. They're gonna try to push Shutter. Jacob's gonna go behind, go for the D. Jacob did manage to get behind. He's gonna go for the DR book, and he's behind with DT. So they are okay. They did listen to me and made by change that they are sending more people behind now. Jacob's going in. Wish is shooting him. No, Wish.
Oh, but while it's gonna be a snipe onto Blake in the meantime, though. Big ad for Casper. Big Quacks. Find him at 90 in. Shutter again. Deja vu. Exact same death, same percent. 2 lives in a row. They're still going to cap the point off of the picks that Buko got before he went down. Only 2 alive after all. Just Blake and Joey back in spawn. But still, that is a lot of time to make up for right now.
Yeah, it is a lot of time to make up for, but it is
Casper
also, again, it's actually...
Casper on crits. Blake back to Uber, though.
It is actually, you can hold on, look at Lenny. Lenny's sitting, posting up in spawn, already waiting for blue team to make their forward hold. And he had a good angle, I think he backed up, but they're going to try to push this, and Lenny going to get an immediate opening pick on DT. Not a good start for Highly Village. They might have to back up if they lose some more players. It looks like Dalwin is already hurt. Yeah, they're gonna retreat and back up a bit. That's a... Oh, nope. Okay.
Server lag, it looks like.
Yeah, server lag, it does look like.
But they find Joey, so
oh, look at Triple. Triple's just in. And like the dead Triple didn't get the kill, but
great Buko! What a
Buko
shot.
saving his medic from certain doom.
And now Casper has Uber in secret. This is a puzzle.
He has crits in secret, you mean?
Crits in secret, yes he does.
Oh, he gets Lenny.
Gonna go down. No one gets to peek this now, but the Uber comes out. They waited too long. Casper will die to that.
Dominic gets airshot on Lenny. Unfortunate. Jacob's gonna go in. Let's see who he gets. Okay, he gets a nice pistol shot. He's gonna B-fish the stab on Hyphen. As Jacob's the only one really fighting right now. Mori's kind of trying to fight. Celery's gonna die. Mori's gonna die, and this is gonna be a recap. Jacob's gonna kill Lenny at least, so sniper down means that Buko has an opportunity to get his kill streak higher.
Easy picks up Dominum with only 20 seconds left. We're only 20 seconds away from the map going in favor of Duddy Dudes right now. Wish gonna pick up Jacob too, so 2 dead, and they only got 12 seconds to make this push work.
They do. Leif is trying to make space. Look at Leif. Leif is in, leading the charge.
Valiant effort right there. Quacks,
and he even hits the reflex, so well played from Leif, but his medic is so hurt they're just gonna get pistoled down. And that's gonna be the round unless some sort of miracle happens, and it's not gonna be, so looks like our predictions were right. 4-1.
Distinguished gentleman of high intellect.
Yeah,
going a 4-1.
Had the script.
I mean, I think I'm glad that last half was as close as it was. I think it spells good things coming into Cascade here for Ohio Leaf, because really those rounds were all pretty even. And
yeah, those rounds were a lot more competitive.
So,
like they made changes, they adapted, and they improved. But I think Duddy Dude showed they were still the better team. It's just that I think Ohio Leaf were underperforming the first half. You know, they didn't quite have all their ducks in a row.
Quacks is going to need an answer in Cascade, though. I can say that right now, because he cannot be allowed to keep having unfettered access to Casper.
Yeah, it definitely could be an issue. So there's a couple of key differences with the Cascade. Most notably, I think it's easier to get behind when you're not. Actually, that's not entirely true. I'm going to correct myself briefly, but Cascade is hopefully going to play differently. There's a whole the under is better. Frankly, it's not just like a pit stop for spies as they make it their way to the other side of the map. There's definitely more important things you can do, and the mids, I think, are going to be a lot better, I think, for the Jacob team. Mids can kind of go sideways pretty quickly in Cascade, but it's not going to be... I would expect that if they pick that map, they're at least going to have their mids in order.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm pretty excited to see too, because there's so many potential options on a Cascade mid, right? Be it, people dropping down out of waterfall. You've got just, a kind of standard play. Could have people going through lower. I mean, if you see that no one's watching lower, you get your heavy up there. There's a crazy head glitch if they happen to be playing
just
on their right
think of
side
all the
point.
places that heavy can go on mid. The heavy can go under, he can go waterfall, he can just push either side of the point. Like, they have a lot of options, which is going to be... honestly, a lot of the times what you do in mid is decided by where your heavy wants to go, for the fact.
Yeah. Cascade's a really good heavy map, and I'm glad that we saw Dotwet kind of activating in that back half.
Yeah. Although Jay-Z also activating on Dotwet, so, that is one thing Dotwet has to look out for. He likes to complain about it a lot in pugs, and it's definitely true in matches, is that Jay-Z, if you're on heavy and Jay-Z, if Jay-Z thinks he can stab you, he will just stab you. It's a matter of time. There's only so much you can do. I've seen many invite heavies getting, trick stats on cooldown by Jay-Z in bugs. It's terrifying.
Well, we did see Dotwet on bats get
Yeah, that's not even that wasn't even that bad in terms of, getting trick stat. I've seen some true horrors. I think I've seen... Okay, I'm not going to name names. I've seen a certain invite-winning spy get trick stabbed literally stair-stabbed 3 times in a row by Jay-Z. Back-to-back-to-back lives. It's some wonderful things.
And now, if we're going into Cascade, he has the option of drop stabs from just about anywhere, too.
Yeah.
So, another dimension of verticality to come in here.
Well, it's funny because it's also, I think it's easier to chase the spy in Asheville. Well, not Asheville, on Cascade, if, you have the spare players to do it, but it's also not ideal because you also want your players behind. Cascade's definitely, it's a map that rewards aggression as opposed to Asheville, which Asheville doesn't reward aggression nearly as much as Cascade, in my opinion. Think of all, throughout the years, all the different Asheville metas, a lot of them were just, turtling on bats, or, turtling on ramp, A lot of defensive metas on that map.
Cascade, you gotta get in there.
Yeah. Cascade,
I'm very excited to see some of, the potential forward holds on the enemy team's cliff or bats area.
Yeah. That
I've heard exist. I didn't get to see any of them when we were scrimming this week, because we were all low invite puppies, but I think there's a lot of interesting play here.
This is probably the hardest map to forward hold on out of the 4 Koth maps, in my opinion. I think this one's definitely the most difficult. Because the Lakeside forward hold is really nasty if you know what you're doing. Most teams are just bad at it, but I think the Lakeside forward hold is actually the best if you know what you're doing, it's the best. But
I was gonna say, because it seems so good in theory, and every time we watch a castle, we're like, oh, here comes the forward hold. Watch out!
That's because people do it wrong.
Immediately gets sniped.
I can tell you. Listen, the last time I played Lakeside with my good friends Jared and Bolavia, they played it actually correctly. The secret is that you don't let them through the doors. You literally, if they go main, you drop down a main to fight them. If you let them through the doors of the forward hold, you mess up. You stand there to walk into them, not to let them walk into you, which is a mistake a lot of teams make in forward holds in general. They go for it. Okay, guys, we're forward. Mission accomplished. And it's no, you want to be forward so you can walk into them further whenever they decide a door to push. It's a very, very common mistake.
I'm another reason I like Cascade too is that it's I think it's a map where it like you said, right? There's this perception on Koth that you have a spot when you have point that you sit in and hold from there. And I think that maps like Cascade, if you try and do that, you are going to suffer.
Yeah.
You're going to suffer immensely, especially if you play medic. You cannot... People, the amount of, back when I was more actively mentoring people and Cascade was being played, they'd be like, I keep sitting in our pocket and I keep getting nuked nonstop. And I'm like, well, what does that tell you, Maybe you have to move, you have to be... You are not sitting in any one spot. There is no optional meta spot. You have to be playing reactively. You have to know what you're doing when the enemy team does different offensive strategies. Likewise, there's going to potentially be multiple ways they can come in on you depending on where you're holding.
Yeah.
And, it's a game of rotating. It's a game of good comms. It's a game of, being one step ahead of them.
A teamwork in Team Fortress 2? No.
No, I just want to sit pocket the entire time. No!
I miss when medics used to do that on, Product, and you'd just be able to, two-fight them across the map. Good times. I missed the eras when, medics would stand still, because it was very, very easy to just, accidentally drop people across the map.
The craziest sack I've ever experienced on Meb was in an HL pug where Jacob on Soldier waddled across caution on product into pocket and got 2 rockets off on me, and I forced.
That's Jacob's passive. If you don't know, we have a theory in the
He has the Invis watch even when he's not on spy.
Yes, the KD. So KD, we've had it through long time. Every player's their own passive. You know what I mean? It's just like a MOBA. Like Jacob's passive is that he never gets shot at, whereas my passive is I always get shot at, which is why we were such good teammates together because we had like perfectly balancing passives. You know, you just have to find out what your passive is and play around it. You know, Jacob's is like it doesn't matter what class he's on, he just doesn't get shot at, even if he should be.
What was Jarrett's passive?
I think he was just good at the game. Just be okay. I don't know. I have to think about that. He's just like very talented.
The Etny passive?
Psychological warfare.
Okay.
Definitely psychological warfare.
It's like the Timo effect when he's sitting on Shed.
Exactly, yeah. Like, some people just have the natural ability to raise other players' blood pressure. There's actually not that many in the server right now. There's a lot of, like, overall pretty friendly gamers in the server. In terms of predictions, okay. My brain tells me that the Duddy dudes are going to win, but my heart wants the Jacob team to take this map.
Yeah, I was going to shoot off a 4-3 Ohio here.
I think 4-3 is... I think if a team... I don't think it's going to be close whichever way. I'm just not... I think it's going to be like a 4-2 at most. I'm not sure which way it's going to go, but I feel like it's going to be... A 4-3 feels too close, in my opinion. I'm not sure which way it's going to be dominant, but I think it will be. I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. In the meantime, looks like we are going live. I'm excited to see what the plans are for mid. I'm gonna watch the blue heavy up or red heavy. I'm gonna see where Triple wants to go in mid. He's not getting wins. Oh, there he goes.
You're watching the blue heavy.
Yeah. It looks like he's gonna go waterfall.
Oh, Dotwet's trying to go lower.
Yeah,
Dotwet's already in lower.
Dotwet's going lower and Triple's going waterfall.
DT's straight in, no fear. And
Triple, look at Triple! He's in Triple! Casper surfs into Triple!
Oh my god, there are so many people dead. It is in favor of Duddy dudes right now, though.
Buko gets fruition, just walks away. So that was a mid where both teams just basically kill-binded on
Buko's just alone in here. DT's already back in.
Yeah, DT's back. Yeah, he's so fast.
DT's getting capped and he died so fast. That's a man after my own heart. Jacob picks up Carson, too. Now Buko's going to be joined by his team, and we're on round 2 here of the mid.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Sometimes you do get the mid-fight part 2, and it looks like blue team is coming out on top literally because they died faster. Well, Casper, he gets so rocketed by Quacks, hitting the forehead rockets back-to-back. And Casper typing stop in chat is very unfortunate, and I don't think the comms were quite there, because Casper had no idea how to run. Jay-Z, in the meantime, gonna try to kill Buko. Buko didn't even unscope, I think. He wasn't even aware Jay-Z was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes, okay, Buko. Yeah, Lenny had the GPS coordinates for that one. So Red Team's gonna try to refight this, but this is a lot easier for a refight compared to Asheville. Yeah, DT's in. Warrior's bombing behind. He's gonna go get on Lenny, and Lenny's gonna be dead, which is gonna be huge for this post fight. Casper, yeah. Oh yeah, Casper. Okay, that's a line.
Yeah, a little bit too forward there, maybe. Caught in a little bit too
I do
long.
like the Torpedo Scout gameplay. That's good. I'm not even joking. The Torpedo Scout is quite powerful.
ET is like reviving the Asher feed theory, I think.
Yeah. Casper's on Chris in the meantime. Quacks is gonna do some good damage in lobby, gonna back up. Jacob's gonna try to stream forward, but not gonna be able to cross, or actually no, he is gonna cross. He's gonna go for a quick decoy. He only has so much time left. Actually, that was a really long decoy. Is he on? Okay, he's going in. So this
Quacks
is
is sitting in the tunnel.
He gets pistolling Carson from behind. Jacob's gonna get Carson, so the Ubers are forced. But if blue players can stay alive, they can refight here. Jacob's going in for the refight, but looks like they know. They have to know, right? What is happening? Okay, they get him at the end, but they do lose a couple players for it. In the meantime, though, Casper...
some long spawns as Blue's getting everyone back up. Wish and Joey, 2 of your major classes, still dead, so you're going to have Lenny up on bats as a threat, but you could potentially...
They think it's super red, but it's going to be crit sad, so we'll have to see how they want to take this, but I'm glad... Oh, never mind, there's the drop. Jay-Z coming in with huge plays.
Not getting to breathe on this map right now. Zach's coming in, they're going to find Lenny again, but Blake's still untouched. Everyone else going down. Dotwet dropping out of tunnel. Not even able to get the engineer kill. Blake gonna take about 50 damage and not much else. Casper putting this as hard in chat. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I can sympathize
Lenny
with
typed
that.
it, you got sniper, but at what cost? A man after my own heart. Many people saying worth in chat as Hyphen's walking around with a glow stick, I believe. Oh, there it goes. But
Buko's
gonna get Blake in the meantime, so that should make this pretty easy to push. As we are gonna see blue players streaming in. We'll have to see if they can keep. Okay, the goal here, if you're Ohio League Village, is to keep Casper alive during this. Don't let Lenny kill. Okay, they killed Lenny. They did it.
The classes that can reasonably kill Casper here are slowly being whittled down.
Yeah, they're finding them. Wishes trying to hunt down Jacob. Jacob's getting hunted down by the entirety of Red Team, not being able to really play the game he wants to play, which makes it unfortunate. As yeah, they're gonna stream forward and there's laser beams happening. Oh, but they just barely popped it a little too soon. They're gonna get Joey off of it, but Puka and Voyager are gonna fall. They're gonna lose 3. They're gonna lose 4, 5. Oh my lord, it's a disaster.
Yeah, you can't pop laser beams around a wall like that. That's just not the right spot for it. You need to have Mori getting sticks over that, maybe trying to find the kill onto Blake, but
They were pushing into it. It's just that I think Blake did a very good job baiting it, so like the kill they wanted just didn't appear. Triple is hiding in house. Oh, and he's getting heavy and he's winning and taunting. Oh. Love some good gameplay there from Triple, getting his manas. Meanwhile, Leif is getting stabbed, Voyager's getting shot. It's this push just looks like a wash.
Yep.
Here comes the reinforcements streaming forward. They don't even get able to get out.
That was massive. You know, something that I really appreciate seeing in Quex's gameplay now is that I stop robbing chat. I saw him play Highlander, I think actually that's gonna be Blake dropping on point. DT Torpedo Scout takes him out. They're gonna let the air headshot on the Voyager. Doubt it's gonna matter too much here.
You have to get on point, please. There you go. Okay, Lenny's gonna get Buko though. Hyphen has the glow stick again. Hyphen, I don't know if he has died at some point, but he's getting a lot of base cannons.
So
Lenny complaining he died again.
With you being a little bit more in sixes, tell me if my theory's right on this. When I first saw Quax play Highlander in like the preseason Charity Cup, you know, the mechanical skills, they're both meds are on crits, by the way, coming to the second mid. But he was high bombing a lot, which I'd imagine is something more out of sixes because there's less hit scan, less ways to stop it.
Oh no, you have to high bomb just because there's 2 scouts. You have to shoot them. You know, the 2 scouts nuke you.
In Highlander, when you high bomb, it means that you're getting denied by minis, you're getting denied by pyros, you're getting denied by heavies. As Casper gets dead immediately. That's actually a jetpack with Carson on the back burner.
I'd love to see it.
A man after my own heart. Oh,
he's on
right now.
Back burner too.
Yeah.
So the thing with Sixes soldiers, it doesn't matter how mechanically skilled they are. If you play like Highlander, like you play Sixes, you're gonna feed a lot. And a lot of Sixes players, when they first transfer over to like high-level Highlander, they just like kind of feed on cooldown, which is bad. But the good soldiers, the ones who like really learn the game mode, just they learn to die less, or at least get. Oh, I mean, okay, it doesn't matter if you get the med every time you die too. So there's that as well.
No, but it's just he's knowing when to high bomb it. Oh, what a mid-air collision! Mori gets 2 in mid-air. Blake's gonna go down at 98 as a crazy sack coming across. Gonna be enough here. I think Mori was jumping in, and Carson started to jetpack. Mori landed on Carson's head, air shot him with a pipe, and got a second kill as well.
People, I don't know if you've been noticing in the chat, but there's been a meme between the 2 teams that every time Ohio pushes, it's like a Left 4 Dead wave, like all the zombies walking in.
Yeah.
So people typing in chat, wave failed. When he's saying it's bound to work one of these times.
Probably Plants vs Zombies. Maybe
it's an NPM wave, like Triple saying they need more upgrades, that kind of stuff going on. Leif's gonna take some trades regardless. Voyager's gonna bomb in, see if he can replicate some of classic success, but unable to do so, as that's almost a full wipe, minus Dalma,
there we go.
The sole survivor. And that's a full wipe.
So teams are currently even in time. Will tick in favor right now of dudes. In just they already did actually, and yeah, looking to see a little bit of
another full wipe wave complete.
DT is just in there, man.
I respect it. I think they're okay, so he's winning the mini lower. NG battle in lower. Hyphen gonna come out on top.
Dotwood in the tunnel. Oh, he's been spotted.
This is what the Jacob team does, by the way, if they don't know what to do. If you've exhausted all your other options, you're kind of like, you've ran out of ideas, say, alright, 9 men.
Walk with a capital W.
Yeah. So they're going to try to push. They do have, let's see, what do they have Uber? 55% crits. So Blake does have full Uber. Carson's going to die as meanwhile. Voyager bumps into like 8 Uber players, that would have been a sick rocket if they would have.
He didn't take a point of damage. He's still 200.
Yeah, Fax is gonna get Buko, but the flank is behind, so they're gonna at least be able to make some plays. JC's gonna stab Voyager to his own side of the map and roll out. Blue team is actually, they're gonna take the point, so that's gonna be a consolation as they are mostly, and they're all dying.
JC just walks in.
And Quax is gonna get Casper again. How many times?
Probably close to 6 right
Casper
now, maybe
even tried
7.
to dodge into lower, but it didn't matter. Like it's not even like just Casper dying. Everyone's dying after Casper dies too.
Yeah. And,
there goes Blake.
Buko,
Okay.
there we go.
Casper's on quick fix.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
He is, isn't he? Yeah, I can't blame him.
I don't blame him.
If you're not living long enough, then get on this, get out.
Mori's
more
bombing
alive, more
Lenny.
alive.
Mori trying to bomb Lenny. Gonna die. I think. Yep, there he goes. Okay. As they're gonna try to get in. Wish is just gonna walk past Buko, but
Triple was behind.
He was behind. He hides in the house. He hides on the stairs in the house, and they forgot to clear it. And JC gets 2. He gets 3. He lives.
Captured.
The spy's supposed to die after he kills this person. Oh, Blake might die actually. Ooh.
Oh, the clips! He clips to take to dodge
That's
the
actually
fall
a
damage.
huge play from.
That is so
Yeah,
big.
that's the difference between like a decent med and a good med. Like if you have a good medic, that's the difference. Is that they will find ways to live where they shouldn't live.
Wow. Yeah, I thought he was gonna still take fall
I thought he was
damage
gonna
on
clear
that,
for
but
sure. Jay-Z's going in again. We'll see if he gets another 3 med.
Jacob finds
He's
Carson.
about to get Buko. He gets
Well,
Buko.
kills
He gets the
everywhere.
sentry.
More for dudes though. Half is the only one alive.
You know it's
Not for
bad
long.
when the spy is deep cooking, getting a kill, and just like walking through the corpses of the team, because that means they're not even like they're not killing the players forward, backward, sideways. Leif! No!
Was that right in spawn?
He got trick stabbed rolling out and got hit with the spy trap.
No.
Oh.
Wave complete the dirty crab.
Yeah, wave complete. Oh. It's not looking too good out here for the Jacob team. I don't know if they have it in them. I'm gonna be honest.
I was expecting more from their own map pick.
When I said it was different from Asheville, it is different from Asheville, but it's being played it's being played the same way.
Jay-Z is 26 and 8 with 650 DPM on Spy.
Oh. Oh. No, he's 20 and 8, you mean?
Yeah, 20 kills, 6 assists, 8 deaths,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. When you said 20 and 6, like it sounds like he has 26 kills. No, yeah, that's 650 DPM on Spy is pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah, that's decent. I mean,
I think, you know,
Hyphen's 17 kills, 14 assists, 4 deaths.
yeah, this is what happens when if your team's getting rolled so hard. Like Jacob has 5 kills and JEC has 20, right? Jacob is a very, very good player. He's like arguably the best spy in Highlander, like over all time. But if your team is like kind of dropping a stinker, there's not much you can do on spy because they're gonna have permanently 3 players looking like backwards. So there's not much you can do.
Less deaths than Blake, who is probably just
Now Hyphen does not look forward unless he has to. It's
Sentinel.
Hyphen plays perfect engineer. Honestly, I'm not gonna say it's DM diff because these are 2 high invite teams, but this is just there's definitely some diffs. I don't exactly know where, but it's like
I don't even. Voyager has been doing fine, and he's still getting hard gap just because Quacks has been.
how many med picks does Quacks have? Quacks have 5.
Let's check
okay.
that. Quacks
He had
had 5.
5 medic picks, 4 sniper picks, 3 NG picks, 2 spy pick. Like wait, no, that's Quacks. Okay. Plus Triple has 3 med picks on heavy. Carson hasn't like everybody's getting him. Jay-Z's not even stabbing the medic. He's just stabbing like other players, and it's kind of crumbling.
Somehow Lenny and Joey are the only 2 classes on dudes without a med pick.
Yeah, because Lenny's complaining. I saw Lenny complaining in chat. He's like the victim. Like if their team's 9-manning to you, someone's always gonna die. And whoever just happens to be dying is probably unhappy about it. Lenny is that player. He's getting the SGC experience where like the only person on your team who dies during the sack wave is you, and it's not your fault. You just like happen to be the player they all shoot.
The soldier and the demo both go for you instead of the med. It's like
Yeah, exactly. It's
Counter
like,
and quick fix to start with.
I mean, that makes sense.
Very interesting. Carson on jetpack. I hear it.
Yeah, there it is. He's just
He's
he
in
actually
immediately-
fake bombs.
immediately
Voyager
aborts.
is not gonna drop out, and they're actually gonna get. Oh my god, Triple just nuking everything. Yeah, they're gonna try to bomb. They're gonna bomb him, but Triple's just killing everyone.
He's got the. He took the Jacob passive. He's just not getting shot at.
Hyphen is winning the edgy BNG every time. Leif is gonna go for a huge play here. Sees a midi, backs up. He's kind of trapped now, which is
Carson
unfortunate.
going in on bats.
Okay, Carson's bombing in. That's the thing also with Cascade is that it rewards aggression. So, like, if you have your pyro jetpack bombing, that's a very, that's just more aggression. If you don't need the spy check like that, that's fine. Buko's gonna be caught, he dies, Jacob dies, like, they're just chain feeding at this point. They even get the quick fix off. They actually just popped quick fix. They got, a quote unquote.
I didn't even notice that. That was, yeah, I wasn't
I think it was, I think they, and there goes.
Thank you, my love. My love.
Carson providing some content at least is, they did not kill the telly, but, yeah, Jacob says, Hyphen, you should be on Frontier Justice.
Yeah, I had 31 kill participations in the first half.
Jacob dying again. Yeah, Jacob can't even get to the other side of the map. It's not ideal. So an Lighty's on a tear. Wish is on a tear. How does Hyphen have 4 kills? It's literally a minute into the round.
Got 3 on the mid.
I'm watching Hyphen. He has 5 kills. He's on 5 kills now. He's oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I see what Hyphen's doing. He's literally just doing controls around his medic. Okay, Quacks just kills Buko. He kills Leif. Oh god, it's a slaughter.
I mean, why would he's playing MBM?
Yeah, I mean,
why would
honestly,
the robots are gonna come into him?
I would just keep bombing until it stops working.
Oh no, and he's not out. He gets Voyager.
He does get Voyager. They get a quick fix Uber, but it's quick fix versus Uber.
He's getting to 5v5. It's quick fix versus Uber. Jacob not being invulnerable is going to lose that. We're really breaking new ground here.
Okay, blue team got to the point. They did it.
Oh, but Triple and coming in from below the 3 Musketeers, collapsing it on point. They're gonna get
Quacks
Triple.
is not getting shot at again. Oh, okay. Voyager's going for Quacks, but Quacks is doing a good job, like staying alive. Voyager finally gonna get down Quacks, but at what cost? As Lenny's gonna peek, so they get the point. Hey, let's see how long they can hold on to. That's the next plan. Oh, okay. Lenny getting an opening pick. Not an ideal start.
Carson out of tunnel, he's coming in with the
Lenny's
mini.
peeking tunnel, not getting shot at. Lenny's gonna kill. Oh no, Lenny misses. Alright. Yeah, I'm watching and this is not looking good. Not looking good by any means. They're at least having a decent hold for now. Carson's bomb. Carson's about to bomb. Let's see what he gets.
Yep, he was waiting for the mini to go down. Oh yes, right on to the heavy. Oh, I loved it. Doesn't actually even get the kill in the Dotwet though. Who's not coming up from behind? Finds the kill off the Blake. It's an 8 streak for Dotwet. Finally taken out by Lenny. But oh, that is a big hold right there. They're going to lose the point for a few seconds, but they'll take it right back just enough to extend those spawns.
Yeah, this is actually looking a lot better now. It stopped turning into a laugher, and they're actually like contesting and fighting the point now. So whatever they changed is working.
It's just like Asheville though. They're already down 2-0 by the time they start contesting.
Yeah, and Buko
Like,
just going for a
too
really
late.
aggressive play, gonna end up dying. So being down that sniper means you can just peek all these angles for free, and Letty's gonna be able to just do that to your team. Letty, somebody stop Letty.
Casper has quick piece. He's gonna pop it on Leif here, but this doesn't do anything. Celery with the glow stick, not gonna land any shots on Carson.
Casper, everyone who Casper Uber like quick fix died.
When you have quick fix like that, and I am fine to speak from a matter of expertise here. You gotta go in with that. You can't drop 4 people to sniper when they're
quick
walking
fix
up
isn't
like
a
that.
hold or quick fix weapon.
When they're walking up like that, you get your scout, you get your soldier, you get your demo, and you know.
Jacob is gonna get Lenny, so that is an opening
You
pick to
begin
work
the
out with.
migration
But they
into
gotta
them.
get to the point here. You have 15 seconds to get to the point.
Oh well, Mori and Casper can just fly in together.
Triple is okay. Boomer's gonna get triple. Such a huge start, but nobody's gonna get to the point. You have 8 seconds, guys. Okay, DT's
Mori
gonna
just jump point.
Leif on the
Oh my
point. He's
God.
gonna air blast people off, but DT's on the point. He's gonna get bullied down by Wish, as Jay-Z is still killing everyone, isn't he?
Oh, Casper got 2 saws and he dies with 98. Oh.
Jay-Z's on. Wait, Jay-Z's on the. He's on the kunai. I don't blame him.
He's on Kunai Ambi. That's PM.
I mean, it's working. I'm just watching Jay-Z
One
at
more
this point.
wave.
You're in charge of like actual like testing the gameplay. I just want to see what this man's doing to them.
Yeah, alright, yeah, you just give me the Jay-Z report. I hear the jetpack already.
Jacob
Carson
says
jumping-
final wave.
Jumping into tunnel and...
Jacob just hit, dude. Jay-Z just dude. Nobody's shooting him, and he has 200 HP. He gets the medic. He gets the pyro. Okay, Jay-Z got a 3K on mid.
I watched Carson jetpack into the blue tunnel, bump into Jacob, but because of the switch speed on the jetpack, he couldn't do anything. He was forced to just jump out.
That's really smart. Oh god. Okay, well, Quacks gets Jacob. That's a pretty good opening pick. As
But he
Carson,
has-
I see Carson has the jetpack out. He's preparing to bomb. Oh, there's a soldier. He's getting Ubered.
Lenny has 23 points to Muka's 5 right now.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
a
ideal.
conducive environment.
I mean, listen, I was in Season 1 Grand Finals. If your team's getting pooped on this map, it's hard as a sniper. This is one of the most oppressive sniper maps if your team is not doing well.
Quacks coming in. The rocket. Oh, he finds Casper again! Could not serve.
Triple is on the wrong side of the map with 11 HP. Okay, Jacob's finally gonna hunt him down, but it's not looking good. Jay-Z kills
someone
someone.
Enforcer for?
I don't know, but it's working. Like, he's getting actually a fair amount of kills with it. Perhaps, yeah. Dude, I'm just watching Jay-Z. He's just running around, and there's so many things to deal with. He's just like not getting shot at.
The control point is being captured.
But he's about to get Buko too. Yeah, he gets Buko.
He's gonna. Oh.
Yeah, he has the.
He didn't get hair blasted there. I felt the
Yeah.
clip coming on.
Oh no, definitely. He had 200 HP. He had a lot of opportunities. There, I don't. Let's see. Okay, do you think that the Duddy dudes are gonna cap this match?
They already did. But no, I don't think Ohio Leaf are.
Ohio Leaf, sorry, yeah, the other team. Yeah, this is this match has turned into one of those games where it's just like
the crits and pop triples in the
Blake
middle.
dies.
He's just one. He's gonna pick him up, and actually, that is gonna be nearly a full wipe of the blue team.
up to Buko killing the demo and spawn.
Oh,
look at
Hyphen.
Hyphen. Yeah, Hyphen's in position. Who's gonna be his victim? Let's see.
Wait, they didn't see it.
No, they didn't check it.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
Jacob knows. Jacob has all the experience. He knows what people's tendencies are.
There was a point earlier in chat, I don't know if you caught it, but Carson puts in chat, I played like how you guys did and I got banned for 8 months.
So true.
If I'm Ohio Leaf Village and I make it back to Grand Finals here, I would revisit my thought of not picking stopwatch against this team.
Yeah, I would too.
I do not know if giving them double top in the first maps is the way.
Okay, imagine, like, you see how bad this is, right? Product possibly couldn't have been this bad.
Could it? I think it could have.
It could have, but like, this is turned into a laugher. Quacks is bombing in. He's just like literally, dude. It's
Wish
tough
has
out there.
4 dons.
Wish is on a 13k, 14. See, does Wish get the 15? Wish got the godlike. Let's go. Nice godlike kill streak from
more?
Wish. All right, you like to see it. Wish has 4 dawns. Jay-Z also
Yeah.
another 2k.
Hyphen leaves a half second early.
Yeah,
Doesn't need to be in here. Yeah, that was
that was
I
a
mean,
good one.
if you
I
think
had fun.
I'm glad you came in for a fun one.
Listen,
It's,
I'm always down for Highlander. It's sometimes it just do be like that. Also, I'm pretty good friends with like the vast majority of the players in the server. So me watching like if it's pathetic for either side, it's really funny because I get to have a really good post game dressing down.
It doesn't matter. You get to shit talk half the players regardless.
Exactly. Yeah, I get to talk a lot of smack to whoever loses. So but rest be assured, the KD Discord will be very active in this evening.
You're above it all.
I am.
Now, if this was on product, even if it was the same level of closeness, it would not have been this entertaining. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. No, Cascade made that very entertaining. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do any post game interviews. I
don't think so. What's this?
Ooh, wait, what's the score for the help game?
Well, what's the score in that?
I'll watch Help, sure.
Ooh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've got a double feature here coming
We,
in.
we got a very exciting double feature. So
What
according
was
to
the score in
Dolphin, I think he said Hardworking Hornets won the first map, and that the set. Okay, so Hardworking Hornets, they won 4-2 on Lakeside. Now Help is winning on their map pick. I think Asheville 2-1 currently.
Surprised they also picked double Koth there. That's interesting.
Yeah, I actually did they triple call it? They might have.
I thought they did.
Let me check. I'm opening the RGL thing right now. Let's see. League standings. Actually, I should have just got matches.
No, Lakeside Ash Upward. That's what it is.
Okay, yeah. Lakeside Ash Upward. That's fair. Let me see who banned what for this match. Okay, it says that Hardworking Hornets banned Steel, which it's Help. That's very understandable. Then Help banned Cascade. Then Help picked Lakeside. So.
Oh, it's gonna be the Highlander Classic. They're gonna win on each other's maps.
And then they're gonna go to Upward, which is okay. That should be interesting, actually. Hardworking Hornets versus Help on Upward. That should be a good game. We're getting Connect info now.
Well, they have to win on Asheville first, which they are up 2-1 on, I believe. So
yeah,
but that's not a guarantee.
Still a 4-2. I don't know if that's a force, like a close 4-2 or like kind of a stinker 4-2. You know, I didn't see how the game went, so I could not say. But regardless, heading into the server, I think they're in halftime right now. Yeah, it looks like they're in halftime. People are AFK in spawn.
Yeah, let me dig into the logs.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Also, sadly, Jay, wish. Okay, yeah. So, Hardworking Hornets. Also, I'm looking at the logs, and shout out to Wish 26-3 on Scout. That's pretty good. But did Help win? He might have been spreading some fake news here. Give us a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, Help won 4-2. Okay, so this might be a 2-0. We'll see. Is it all coming up Help?
Oh, those are some KDs. Those are some KDs for sure.
Who's on the Hardworking Hornets? Isn't Chalk on the Hardworking Hornets?
No, he's on Rib. Hornets
Right.
is Hornets has Willie, Ray, Arbiter.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, okay, Help did win the first map. Looks like...
Kira Demo.
Yeah.
Cam, Pyro. And they have... Emmy dropped a 50 and 19 on Lakeside, and Mountain went 47 and 23.
Oh. Yeah, those are some... Okay, let me look at the diet of Emmy Bug. Okay, Emmy Bug actually had, like, a good diet of kills. And soldiers and heavies, that's good. So it wasn't like you were just, like, getting a lot of Mickey spy kills, you know? Kills are kills, but, like, if I look at the KD and I see that, like, you know, a lot of spy kills in the scouts thing, that's a low fiber diet, you know? You gotta improve your nutritional balance of your kills, which Emmy Bug had a very good balance.
Nothing quite like seeing 20 kill scout with 11 spy kills. Like, what are you doing, man?
It's like eating up all on junk food. Like, yeah, it's nice, but you gotta kill some actual players too.
But yeah, it is 2-1 Help here. So again, they did win that first half. If they end up taking the next 2 rounds here, they will be moving into lower bracket finals to take on Ohio Leaf here.
Which I believe would be a rematch.
Oh, yeah, it was a Swiss in the regular season, so they have played each other. I think
a
that was
rematch like for the round 1 of playoffs. Because it was Ohio versus
Help. It was Ohio versus...
Oh, you're right.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah. It was.
Yeah, it was Ohio versus Help, yeah.
Yeah, and that went 9-0 on 4-0 Lakeside, Ohio, 2-0 Upward, Ohio. So, interesting that Ohio picked Lakeside into Help, 4-0'd them on it, and then Help picked Lakeside into Hornets and just 4-2'd them on it.
Yeah. I hope they get started soon. They're down. They only have 6 players now. They're actively losing players on.
They're all in spec though. So
are they okay? Maybe they're going over things.
The STP's name is Paro.
I always look at that. I was like, no, Spoo's not on there. I'm looking at the rosters here. Is Pablo ringing? Pablo's ringing, isn't he? Because I see Pablo's on scout for the Hornets.
I think he has. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he's ringing because was he there for the first thing? Let me see. Pablo's a good ringer pickup. Yeah, Pablo has been ringing all night. Okay. I think those are the only ringers. I don't quote me on that, but also I definitely scrimmed against oh, that was on Cascade, so that isn't really relevant, but I did pregame against Help in the pregame. I had a good time on Engineer. I was chasing around the Help spy all game. That's it's a simple life on Engineer.
Channeling hyphen.
You know,
It's good honest work.
I was doing like laps around my own telly. It was a good time.
Dolphin, can you pull the casting doc from week 9 for the rosters here?
Ooh. They have 8 now. I feel like the second he does that, they're gonna start. I know we have the warning, but
No, just for us, because we don't have alias rules in effect here. So
ooh, Fireside raided us. Thanks for the raid, gentlemen. We are gonna be casting. So for those of you just joining us, we watched Upper Bracket. It was a bit of a stinker as the Duddy dudes swept the Jacob team pretty thoroughly. Okay, let me open the doc so we can see. So we are joining for lower bracket finals, which already if Help wins this half, they go into they move on because they won map 1 and they were up 2-1.
Dolphin, can you get the full the roster tables too? Because my casting essentials is busted. Thank you.
Also, these casting essentials. Lord.
I haven't used them in like 3.5 years, my guy.
Oh, you haven't?
It hasn't worked, so I rely on the RGL aliasing rules, and because the teams didn't know they were being casted, they're not aliased.
That's fair. Yeah, it's not their fault. They're just rolling up. Yeah. We should just use their current aliases. Like, have we got a square question mark on Scout?
Well, if you check in the logs and see what that is, we probably shouldn't be using that.
Yeah.
There's a curse word in there.
Always nice for a good one with Pablo.
Yeah, that's true. So wait, Pablo was on Soldier for them in week 9, but I think he's on Scout now.
He's ringing Scout,
Soldier,
yeah.
right?
They had Panther on Soldier, I believe, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say not my problem, and I'm gonna take the Help roster, and you can have fun with the hardworking Hornets roster.
Yeah.
Also, they don't have Country Toad because Country Toad did not submit his demos, so I believe I think they're ringing May.
Yeah,
I'm not ringing. Sorry, back up.
Have to imagine that's May.
I think it's May. Yeah. Which is honestly like I love Country Toad, but May is also very, 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 very good. So
yeah, that's May.
I wouldn't go as far as to say May's an upgrade, but like May's kind of an upgrade. May just has the main calling factor, which is so huge. Granted, May might be a little washed, so who knows? We'll see. Spy. Who is Angelo? That's the guy I was hunting around.
That's,
is that their actual alias?
Oh, it's
okay.
Hino.
Okay. That makes more sense.
I think they've changed it since.
Okay, yeah, I know who Hino is. Okay, that
artist formerly known as.
Yeah, the artist is a good term for it.
Wait a second. Pickles is aliased as Caro. They're not Chinatown.
True. All right. Well, I'll get the Help roster while we're waiting. I think
that should be. I think the dog's
cool,
right. So
I don't know if we can set it up on the screen.
On the side of Hornets, at least, it'll be Pablo Scout, Panther Soldier, Cham on Pyro, Kira on Demo, Willie Heavy, Pickles on Engineer, Ray on Medic, Arbiter on Sniper, and Chlor on Spy.
All right, and for somebody help, we get MB Bug on Scout, Sonny on Soldier, American on Pyro, May on Demo Man, Michael Laley on Heavy, Hansta on Engineer, Fleeble on Medic, Mountain on Sniper, and Angelo on Spy. And I'm thinking about it, Help has a lot of players who've changed their aliases over the years. Like Angelo, Fleeble, I don't know if May has.
I don't think May has.
Those are the two I'm thinking off the top of my head is Fleeble and Angelo.
Did Emmy change theirs? I think they did.
I think Emmy did at one point, yeah. I don't remember. Regardless, though, Help did win 2-1 the first half. We did not see it, but a 2-1 indicates it was pretty close. So we're hoping here, for the sake of longevity, that hardworking Hornets can pull it back, take the map, and we can go to map 3 upward, and then we get to watch upward last for like an hour.
Nothing I'd love more.
Only
Is
thing
that-
more fun than watching upward last is is pushing.
That's
is
a crits.
A lot of crits is out tonight. Something in the air or water.
Yeah, Ray on Uber, but
Yeah, Fleeble on
Uber on
crits.
crits.
Alright, so we're gonna see this first mid. We're gonna see an immediate bomb from soldiers, and they're gonna get the demo first right away and actually gonna get behind. So we're gonna opening for the hardworking Hornets. They have players behind, and they have are probably gonna be able to take mid, although 2 people died to the death.
Mountain finding Ray on the right as they're backing out there. Really big kill to just
Oh, they
ensure
did.
that,
They wiped in that post. Jesus.
Yep, yeah.
Hey, Caro, can Pickles go in? Also, some spam coming out as they're not being able to get the point successfully, so we might see a mid-fight part 2 once people get all their spawns, but all to see is Crits Creek is going to be getting built up, so we do have a pretty sizable crits ad going into this, if this fight lasts long
There was
enough.
no crits in the
Oh, it's
first
huge
half
bomb,
either.
that's going to be
Huge
Feeble
bomb
now.
by Panther.
And he gets Feeble, and he gets the demo. So, huge plays as we do have a heavy in lower, heavy in the Eternal spot, and yeah, that is a 4K on that heavy, by the way. Throughout mid, still sitting in lower in the forbidden spot.
Oh, coming up.
And he gets the demo! Oh my god, these collabs are insane. His heavy is invincible.
Micah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
Micah,
just gotta fight
Micah, my son. So good and heavy, and it was his class all along. Spy was just a distraction.
Oh, it looks like they are finally going to cat mid. That was an extended mid fight. The blue team, even though they lost mid, Hardworking Hornets still have the Uber to work with this huge. They're going to actually pop over the roof. That's an interesting decision, and they're not going to get the medic, but they get demo scout, and then honestly you take those. Especially because they're on medigun now, so they only have like 40% ad.
Yeah, Fleetwood's still on crits, right? No,
No, they go. Yeah. Meanwhile, when you see
that might be
good
a
friend,
first
yes.
for Ubers that I've seen.
Yeah, that first Uber, we do see Chlor. Chlor's lurking under bats, gonna see if they can make some plays. Well, Bug smells the spy, is gonna go hunt down Chlor on the patrol. Here goes the Bug lap, gonna run around the map. Is Chlor gonna get the packs, see what they can do.
Mountain finds Pablo, and
Chlor's about to
lose Kira
Mountain
too.
dies, Pyro dies, so huge plays there from Chlor, gonna get the 2K. Although Ray's gonna get stabbed by Angelo, so that's gonna be another huge hit. Let's say Arbiter's on a 4K, but both teams, one team has a medic and the other team doesn't have full Uber. Once they get their players, they should be able to refight this.
Oh, but Chlor is on. Bats was looking.
Wait, they're behind
They
this guy.
know,
Okay.
they're so
The
afraid
Pyro
to get
finally stiffed him out, but that was a little scary. Blue team are going to get their players, so this repush is going to be a bit slow, so at least going to be able to fight it, even though Red does have Uber Edge. Mountain's going to die, that means that they're going to just have to use the fight this time. Let's see what kills they can get. They're not getting any so far, just Pablo and the Pyro cut, and Pablo's going to be the only real death here as Chom's going to get out. And they might even need a scout for this if they're not careful.
Sonny going in, great surf by Kira to stay alive, get away from the soldier. Arbiter rocking a 7 streak right now. Angelo gonna find Pickles, no wrangled mini for her. As Cap will come back through now. A minute time ad right now for Hornets. Reminder, we are 2-1 in favor of Health here, so if they win, they are on match point. Whereas Hornets have to win to tie this back up, reduce the BO7 down to a BO3. But with Ray coming up on Uber right now, people only at 65, we should see a pretty clear-cut Uber pop really early, but they're coming in.
Yeah, they're just going over the roof. Some vintage Ubers is... Oh my god, Michael Lele got 2 kills there. They got the demo and the scout, which is honestly insane. That is a huge thing to do. We gotta watch out because Chlor's coming in. Everyone's looking at Chlor, but there's no fall from anyone else. The midi is gonna get Bug, but that's gonna be it. That's a successful defense from the side of somebody help. Or you're gonna go behind that. Arbiter's still in an 8K throughout all of this, so the sniper is just constantly. That's a 9K, and Bounce gonna fall as well. So okay, it was looking like his successful defense, but Arbiter came strolling in at the end and opened it up for his team. Arbiter on a tear right now.
Crazy that you can maintain a 9 kill streak while having lost a minute and a half of time. Arbiter's just not dying.
Well, that's called
He's
baiting.
working around it.
Regardless.
I don't think he's baiting though. He's getting shots out of shutter to shutter, so he's not, he's not playing back on bats with an envy on him.
Yeah.
Uber's gonna come out now though, right into shutter, and that is gonna be Arbiter's streak coming with end there.
Flew too close
May
to the
make
sun
sure
on
of
that one.
that, but bomb back in from Panther. Chlor gonna
Pablo's in too.
that
Pablo's gonna
kill.
get and that's gonna be a pause, it looks like. I think indeed that is a pause. Either that or my internet died.
No, it is definitely a pause.
Okay.
Mission ends in 60
I'm trying to think, 'cause there's about a minute 7 left on the clock, right? So
Yeah.
if help, so it's I'm trying to think of what the outcomes could have been, right? They could still be in round. That's probably the most likely. But I think who like that?
Kira like that.
Kira. Okay. Kira and
And
Chen
Chen.
both.
Okay. Well,
So
it might be a area related thing then. Also, I'm seeing a beautiful pencil from Panther there. That is a straight up and down number 2 pencil.
they call him Ticonderoga.
That is, listen, that is the most pencil-y you can get in TF2.
You haven't seen me play Soldier Space.
I mean, it's the same model. It's you can't get the model more pencil-y than that.
That's fair.
Also, that spy core is a good spy loadout. I like that one. It's the silly mustache.
It's very simple but very effective. Yeah.
It is. That's a good one. I approve of it.
Oh, no, there's the repause, so they're just coming back in. We should
Okay,
have
yeah.
this come through
So at least it's only temporary.
shortly. Yeah, so the round's still likely. I was thinking there's a chance it could have been attack from one
Yeah.
of the 2 teams, but no, they're very likely still in round.
So Mountain is looking directly at Ray. I don't know if Ray's gonna live here.
Ooh, yeah, not the best spot.
Although
to be
Mountain
in.
isn't scoped in, and Mountain looks like they're about to fall down. Oh, yeah, but I was gonna say Mountain looks like they're gonna fall down and miss the shot, which is exactly what happened because they were falling down.
But now it is going to be roughly full ad for Ray. Fleeble just coming up and
I think that's
Another
another pause to let someone in, or somebody crashed. I do see okay, so I'm doing. I see the spy behind, so I'm not sure if you're a help here, right? So you're gonna hunt down the spy who's okay. Kira crashed again. Everyone send your best vibes, best whatever you want to Kira's computer.
demo.
Hopefully it cooperates.
we had different approaches with them.
What?
I went stinky demo.
Yeah, that too. So sometimes you have to send good vibes into the universe to get good vibes back.
We've never taken that approach in Exile now, have we?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, Exile is the stinker, so you know. That's it's well deserved in that case.
You know, right after they unpaused and I finished the words that I had, I put a retry into console.
Oh, now you can't get in.
And now I'm also stuck.
That one might be a little self-inflicted. As
Yeah.
So
I've
I'm
never
looking
been
at the
stuck
game
in
state
it
right now,
before.
and blue team is sitting on point with full Weaver, which not ideal if you're help here. I like on paper this should be around for the hardworking Hornets, because Angelo's on the other side of the map, so he can't really do too much other than like Sapatelli, which would be important, but all he can do is like maybe kill Arb, whereas help has to go in, get the force, and get the point, which now we have unpaused. So the game should be starting again. As help is got distracted by a juicy spy in their own spawn, which they did not kill.
Oh,
Maybe
and
Bug's
caught
gonna
out by a
die.
sticky on Shutter too, so no scout gonna make this even harder.
No scout either as we're gonna see a whatever soldier Panther bombing straight into the pyro, but they still are gonna have to hold this point. What's the full Weaver at? Well, Pyro gonna get stabbed by Chlor, and Chlor gets the 2 for getting the butter knife onto Mountain.
They're gonna find 2 as well.
They're gonna
though.
try
In
to
comes
push
in
out of
Angelo.
Shutter here, but they do a
Gets
full
it.
Weaver.
They actually, the spy actually forces the Uber there. They didn't want to lose Kira on demo, so that's a good enough. Might as well be a stab, right?
At 15
If that
seconds
Uber
left to
forced out, they're
refight
gonna
this.
pop back
Red
in.
team's gonna stream forward, but there's nobody to shoot. Blue fully evacuated. They're gonna get 2, but those are just the flank players going for plays. Bug's gonna die off of that. They're gonna get Sniper, which is huge because they've been kind of getting terrorized.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue somewhat of a free Uber there. They'd rather take that in and guarantee they get the
Yeah, you
cap
wanna
rather
get
than
the
potentially lose it. And they're actually Fleeble's managed to build back up past Ray there, so they're now dead even when it happened about a 10% for Ray. So even Uber's off of that. Nothing too bad.
Kira gonna die to the Wrangled Mini, so yeah, okay, so Kira literally died mid-push and gonna die to the Wrangled Mini.
Oh, that's where it was. Oh, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It do be like that. It's okay, yeah, there's the unpause. So, hopefully no more crashes after that, I think, maybe Kira, does Kira crash one more time? Something like that. Regardless, they still have a minute to push this, so, this should be possible. Willie gonna die. Okay, here comes the Uber. It's red team's gonna back up, but they
have-
don't need to cap this, and red is fully evacuated, so they're gonna.
No,
they're gonna Uber back in. They're gonna Uber back in.
They're coming right back in. Wait,
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
lose.
well.
They're gonna lose their demo. That's gonna make this refight a lot easier once they get their spawns, but they have actually kind of gnarly spawns considering.
Oh, Sonny, no! Oh, he's back. Still alive. For
He
how
got the
long?
back, but that's a very unfortunate feed because he's gonna be dead for 20 seconds. And
I
that's
bumped into the mini and just took all of his health coming back down.
yeah, this is gonna be a little down to soldier means that Panther should be able to. It should be a big opening for Panther. Make some plays. He's actually gonna rocket jump off the spy, but I don't think they spotted him. Yeah, they're gonna go behind and get the flank, and that's gonna be it. That's another pause. That's in the future. So this is gonna be they're about to win. This is gonna be a help round. Help. Hornets round.
Yep, so it'll be 2-2 right there. Reminder again, this is... Wait, no, yeah, so this is Hornets map pick, yeah.
Willie crashed, okay.
Willie crashed now.
The server needs to be exercised, it needs to be cleansed of the demons. I don't know what's wrong with it, but something is wrong.
And any salt, any talismans, any rosaries you may have.
Yes, whatever deities or lack thereof you worship, send them this way.
It's got to be because the STV is named after Spoo, right?
Of course. I mean, the server is named after Spoo. It says server Pajero.
Yeah, this is
honestly, that just means we
on
get
the
to blame
ground.
Spoo. It's Spoo's fault.
Exactly. Can't believe you do this.
Yeah, really messed up, honestly. Also, I'm seeing a red pipe that might do literally like 300 damage. Look at blue team, just like they're actually having just like a they're having like a team meeting on the point, staring at each other.
Oh yeah. Council, if you will.
Yeah, they're actually like. It looks like they're like in the huddle trying to discuss what they want to do for the next round.
Bolgan? I think it is. Yep. Comes across. I think that pipe did hit, but it's not going to be enough as round goes over. We are 2-2, all tied up right now.
Indeed, it's 1-0 in this half, but 2-2 overall. So it could be anyone's game, and that looked like a pretty good round for the Heartbreaking Hornets overall. But I think, like many things in Asheville, or like many maps in TF2, I think these mids are going to be crucial. I think whoever wins the mid more dominantly, technically help one, but really the other team won because they had Uber. Whoever wins these mids is gonna have a huge time. As we're gonna see a nice bomb in from Panther. He's distracting the Pyro, but that just makes space for Chomp to walk forward. But meanwhile, the players in the backline getting absolutely roasted. There's only a couple players alive for the Heartbreaking Hornets. Ray down. Arbiter's still alive. That's their only saving grace here. Can Arbiter get a pick? Here's their capping. Nope. And he's gonna back up.
Oh, yep. My HUD is still a little bit bored from the pause, but yeah, they were able to get the med there, so it could be full ad right now for the side of somebody help.
Should be full ad. We'll have to see what they want to do with this. They don't have yet, so if they want to go for a dry, they can go. And oh, Ray is on crits. That's an interesting decision too. A lot of teams going crits more often. As opening pick on the demo, pretty good start. And Scout too. Scout 10. Pablo's behind as well. Pablo is gonna die. So is the Spy, but they still have these opening picks to work with. And look at help. Look how passive they are. They just left. They have full Uber.
Maybe they know they have ad and they don't want to take it when they're down 3. I don't know. That seems.
I mean,
a little
yeah.
bit...
The question is then, who do you want to Uber? Do you Uber you're Pyro heavy, But still, I think pushing Asheville is genuinely so difficult that I think it's worth it sometimes going for the.
Yeah, just to reset, get time. If they're gonna come back in now to the point, but it gives Ray time to get Uber. So they're gonna come.
There's the crits they get too.
That's
It's a huge crits, and that's a duke. That could be the round right there.
Is a little premature with especially now because Ray is on that crits, right? So any sacks are just gonna be that much better because you can't even get the force out.
Yeah.
Your med's just gonna die. So
yeah. I mean, it's an interesting situation because it means it's pretty much a constant dry fight other than when they have crits, and when they have crits, it's like you're basically just drawing into people with who do 3 times as much damage as you. Yeah, say what you will about Uber, but it is a powerful mechanic. His mountain is going to be aggressive on ramp, but I don't think... Okay, yeah. Or we're going to get hunted down, but they do a good job flushing mountain out of ramp as they're holding in ramp. They look like they're expecting a sack, but the sack isn't really coming, so they're just going to rotate the bats and kind of vacate the point. Aside from a big bomb from Panther, going to get mountain, which just means that Arbiter has that much more free reign to run around and shoot everyone.
And they find May!
They almost got the man. They're so hurt.
Not yet, just barely gonna dodge that one.
Still,
That was
look
really
at all
close.
this extra time they have, and they have to wait for these respawns to come. It's really
They only
annoying dealing with
lost
crits.
too, though. I mean,
Oh, they lost 2, but it's still like you have to wait for your demo to come. You have to wait for your guys to come. Like they could have been going now if they didn't lose people. Now they're gonna try to take this without using, I think. And honestly, I don't blame them, especially because the
Right, but now here's where the weakness of crits is, right? If you don't have to use here, now suddenly Ray needs to come up on crits just to use it, cycle out Uber, because Panther's not going to get anything on this sack. Gets reflected even. Cap's going to go... Yeah, there must have been delay for someone. As the Cap goes over, Ray has crits. They're going to have to use the crits, force it, probably lose people, wait for spawner, get another advantage, just to use it again.
Yeah. I mean, well, okay, the thing is, you take that crits, you can crits and, like, live during it. It's the issue of how they approach taking the crits. If they can get the crits and stay on their own base, they're probably fine. Whereas,
No, they're going to use the Uber in on it. Willie's going to actually get a kill in the middle of it on...
Ooh, it's a slaughter, but...
Micah, yeah, lots of kills. Ray,
but... He gets Fleeble! They got Fleeble off the bottom of Panther, so Panther and Soldier's coming in huge in this game, and while they may have wiped doing it, they're going to have crits out to work with. Down peeking Shutter, seeing if he can get a cheeky pick. Fortunately, it's spotted. Sound's going to back up. So Help is holding to this point right now, but if all goes according to plan, they're not going to hold on to it for much longer. Oh, huge bomb in. Panther is getting so much work done. He gets mounted too, which just makes this push so much easier.
Yeah, I really like the call of going in, right, into the crits. You can't just play passive into it. But you have to either try to get there or at least keep your
They need to deny Panther. Panther's just on a tear. You can, like, see, Sonny tries to get him, but gets shot by Arm, gets shot by the mini. Panther's just, he's getting his man every time. Or man or woman, depending on which the circumstances.
Yep,
and see, Panther bombs in, more people die. So replay last time. So Van is going to get demo. That's a pretty huge opening
that
kick.
Means, and that means they can't crits onto Kira either right now.
Yeah, but,
so
but Panther bombs in, just gets his guy. It's insane. Every time.
Quacks is on the PC.
Yeah, Quack's logging in on his ult. And now they have the unfortunate. They back up a bit, but they have full crits here. They can just walk in and get a lot of kills. Okay, I actually surprised they're critsing the demo here, but whatever works.
Look at how forward up Mike gets, though. They can't get... Yes, he will finally end up eating a crits from a bit of an odd angle. I didn't exactly see where that trick came from.
Panther's
but
in.
They get a lot of tap time right now.
Panther gets mounted. In. Panther lives. How? And Costa's gonna die to the spy. Panther's actually having these like Panther gets like a demo, or Panther gets a sniper or medic every time they bomb. Which that's how you lose Asheville.
Yeah, and Angel's gonna get spotted out. They're trying to cap right now, but that Wrangled Mini is such a nuisance for trying to finish.
And they're gonna lose players doing it. They lost 3 doing it. Yeah, they lose Mountain. Even if they do cap this, it's kind of a disaster. They have to wait for their players to then cap.
Yeah,
here comes the crit.
You either have to extend or give over overtime.
Oh, but the Pyro's
and now the crits are
coming
out.
Get Chom. They get the Uber, but they can't cap during the Uber. I like a
doing buying time. Panther coming in a little bit too early on that bomb, but can't win them all as he will go in. But yeah, he's Panther. That's 3 from Panther. Gets all the combo kills anyway, and just that unwillingness to extend anyone means they're not even gonna get the cap right here.
They ran away from the point in OT. They ran away from Arbiter in OT. They actually ran away in OT. No.
3-2 Hornets right now. They're on map point. They take this and we go to upward. It's like you said. You get that hour and we get that hour and a half on the last.
Oh, I'm ready. That's you really hate to see it, but I gotta say, at least my MVP that game was Panther, or at least I'm not gonna say anti-MVP, but Help has to figure out a way to stop him because he is top ranking aside from his medic. And it is just a constant nuclear bombs coming from Panther. He's getting a sniper or medic every time. And it turns out those 2 classes are very important for winning Asheville.
Yeah, that is quite true. Yeah, Mountain has just been on a respawn cycle, it feels like.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons why Help was able to win on Lakeside, completely neutralized here. Just, I mean, maybe was doing better in that first 2-1 half, but not right now. Not right now at all.
Yeah, it still is anyone's game. They only need, like, if Help takes this halftime to fix their mistakes, they can just win 2 rounds and that's it. But if the hardworking Hornets get 1 more, they're going to be in onto Upward. And Upward, you don't want to be onto Upward if you're either team, really. I mean, okay, obviously, like, hardworking Hornets want to be on Upward, but, like, if you're on map 3 of playoffs and you're on upper, it's not a comfortable time for anyone unless you're holding last.
Or you have Johnny on your team, apparently. No, I'm looking at the first half. So the actual rounds, the first round went 7-23. So likely a double OT there. But then the second round was 3-42 in favor of Hornets. So what I'm imagining is just won a mid and held for 3 minutes. Third round was 4-58 in favor of help. So 2 pretty dominant rounds, 1, dominant round from each team.
Yeah.
Mountain was 16-16, Arbiter was 13-14 in that first half.
Yeah.
Moving to the second, Mountain's 9-14, Arbiter's 20-6.
Yeah. I mean, it's also kind of like a win harder effect, where if you're doing well, your sniper stays alive more, which means they do well, and it's like a positive feedback loop. So I think that's partially the reason, but it's also like, again, if you protect your players, and you can also like, if you protect your players while also playing the game, it helps a lot. So if I were help, I would try to focus on shutting down Panther, and I think that would go a long way towards fixing their issues.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to fall kind of, I think you got to look at American primarily on that to at least get the rockets reflected, also on enemy, to deny the bombs coming in and just make sure that you didn't get, so many rockets up, continue to get behind.
Mountain getting headshot immediately means Mountain just leaves mid, Mountain's out. No sniper on mid for red team. They're going to have to refight this. Red team is I'm going to be honest, the second I saw all of red on like their own ramp on mid, I knew it was over. There is if you see your entire team post up on ramp like that, like at the start of mid, that's not a good sign for winning the mid. Because what exactly happened? The soldier bombs, it gets like 1 million damage off of 2 rockets. It's a fun time for them. So the moral story: if you're a lower level team, don't hide on your own ramp on Asheville mid. You will be sad.
Wait, Arbiter just killed Fleeble from Shutter on point to Shutter into lobby.
That's I think you take those trades. That's pretty good. As Hornets sitting on full Uber ad, so help us to run to a sack or try to go for something here. Mound is gonna get Pablo, so Mound is gonna be on ramp. Oh, okay, they see net. They have to. Oh, dude, they have their pyro with their sniper, and Mound gets too rocketed anyway because Mound just doesn't unscope. Like they can try to take the point here, but there's a heavy shooting him.
Panthers in again. I don't.
He finally died, but that also. Thor's just gonna get the pyro in the meantime. They still don't. They still have 50% disad. Like. Throughout all of this.
Yeah, they finally figured out the one thing.
Yeah, here comes the Uber. Yeah, they're not even gonna get the point.
Shutter.
They at least get the kills. Ooh, they're not gonna get any kills, but they're gonna at least buy time for these reinforcements to come. This is almost. I think this is very well played by the side of hardworking Hornets. They're playing these situations quite well, in my opinion.
Yeah, notice that we saw help in a similar situation where they elected to give up the point and try to like reuse.
Yeah, whereas they used to buy time, and now they have players going in. And look, now they have to Uber in to get the point, and Panther kills Mountain again. Somebody help Mountain stay alive. Yeah, this game was close until we started watching. Are we the problem?
This caster's cursed help. Panther in the last 2 rounds, by the way, Panther had 23 kills over 2 rounds. 5 demo, 5 med, 5 sniper.
Yeah, that's gross. That's not okay.
That's disgusting.
And look, hardworking Hornets immediately recaps, medic dead, full loot red.
And honestly, 5 on sniper feels less than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, less, but Sunny gonna get air pipes. They're sending every single player in, and they only got the spy. That's not good. I don't know what happened to help, but they're crumbling. This is a crumble in real time.
Oh, and Arbiter gets up on the box, just picks off Angelo. Just, resets the spy timer. Wait, he got him on his own bats.
Oh.
He went up on his own box, looked back, punching down the spy on his own bats.
Yeah, hate to see it, really.
Oh,
that's a little some creepy gameplay from Arbiter.
That's some Crest Supreme. Oh,
they forgot. Okay, well, hardworking Hornets won. Spoiler alert.
You know what? It wasn't. They didn't know they were being casted.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not their fault. I don't think we were gonna miss too much other than maybe some more Hornet kills. Not Hornet.
Some more. In the meantime, I can look at some logs. Let's see what we looked at. Oh yeah, that last round, Arbiter went 9-2 with 731 DPM that round. Pablo with 8-2.
731.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, like May is trying their best. May did 577, but it doesn't matter if the engineer is out damaging everyone on the opposing team other than your demo. That's a problem. You know, you don't want the engineer doing 373.
Emmy and Pickles did the same amount of damage.
Yeah, engineer has 2 guns, but it's not ideal. It's all like Jesus. Sometimes it's tough out there. Ray with also the perfect round, so that one quickly turned on its head. So we're in for potentially a long night of Upward.
Yes, we are. As should have a little bit coming in here, and I mean, you know, the high level analysis you expect from the RGL cast, right? You have a sniper currently dropping 731, and you're moving into Upward. That doesn't spell good things for me. That Arbiter's finding the mojo.
That's true.
Switch into
also,
Upward.
On the counterpoint, anyone gets it on Upward last and do well on Sniper. It is the ultimate, oh, I was doing well. Oh, I'm on Upward last. Well, you know, stinks for me.
Yes,
the thing that
now Arbiter
concerns
can
me
do
more,
really well on Upward first, second, and third as well.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the thing that concerns me the most is that Soldier is also quite good on Upward, so if you can't deny Panther and Asheville, if you're going to try to, for example, if you're trying to push Upward last, and you're trying to push tiles, and Panther is just, nuking you guys from orbit, just by waddling around playing anti-Soldier, it's, that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, at least it's a slightly kind of different way of being good, right? You don't have to worry about him coming in at Mach 3, but it's,
Still, I mean,
still doesn't
it's
bode
payload,
good
and I
things.
think Help genuinely is better at payload than Koth anyway. Depending on the payload and King of the Hill, of course, but
Yeah.
I that looked really dominant from Hornets. I'm
Yeah.
sure Help has it in them. I think if Help is going to win this, they need someone other than May to step up, because May is doing the best they can. I don't think this is May's fault at all. I think Help is kind of letting down May, which I feel like I said those words before, but definitely need better protection from the flank of Heartbreaking Hornets, because the flank was doing good work. Pablo also dropped a 39 bomb in the midst of all that.
It feels... I don't want to take anything away from Pablo. It feels like that's more of a side effect of...
Yeah.
You would rather, coming into Upward, you'd rather Pablo be the primary reason you're losing. Because then you can say, oh, well, at least we're going into, a stopwatch now, and he's going to have limited effectiveness, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, having your sniper kind of getting stuffed and the enemy team soldier and sniper being the reasons why you're losing doesn't bode well. I think Chlor was getting away with too much as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the crust classes of
We're
crust
waiting
is
on- we're
the
waiting
crust is
on-
not well baked.
We're waiting on Arbiter. Oh, and then Mountain... the second I say that, then the Soldier goes into Spectate and Mountain disconnects, so we'll see. Love to see it. Predictions? I feel like, as much as I want this to, be a good game, I feel like this one might go the distance, but I don't know if it's, one of those games where no one can push or one of those games where no one can defend. Because I've seen it's Upward, and I've seen both variants of Upward, where there's Upward where nobody knows how to defend the point, and Upward where nobody knows how to
having
push.
casted a lot of Somebody Help games over the years, I feel like whenever they play stopwatch, you have to take whatever you think is an average time and add 2 minutes to it.
Okay.
Just because they play a very slow, very methodical game, where on both offense and defense, they're a team where on offense, they're very rarely ever going to put up a 4 or 5 minute time.
Yeah.
But if you ever see a 11-minute defense on a map, you can look at the logs and be like, it was probably Help without needing to see the player names.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They're pretty inertial, right? So it's harder for them to get picks when they do on offense, but they also don't give up as many on defense when they're playing well. So
yeah, they're a CT-sided team.
Yeah, that's a that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, everything is old nuke.
You'll love to see it. I'm looking at this. I feel like Hornets are gonna win. I just based on what I saw, I think Help. My brain says that Help wins, but my heart wants Hornets to win because I think I don't know.
Oh, interesting, because I'm the opposite here.
My heart wants help, but my brain says Hornets. It is too difficult for me to assume that the change in map is suddenly going to fix the soldier and sniper problems that Help has. When it was to that degree, right? It's not like it's not like, you know, you're getting like a med drop or something around, right? Like Panther gets in once.
Yeah.
No, this is a systematic problem. Like something Help is doing. Someone isn't on their game.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-1 for Hardworking Hornets. Although I feel like I'm gonna regret that prediction. We'll see. I believe Help picked this map, right? Okay, Help picked this. So wait, I have
what
to
did they pick this? I'm interested what they.
I'm looking at the. I'm about to look up the pick bands because I'm curious what they picked this over. Let's see. Okay, they banned. Oh, of course they did it like in a weird way. Yeah, ban Lake, ban Ash, ban Swift, ban Cascade, ban Vigil, ban Product, ban Upward, Steals left over. There's no way that's true.
No.
I'm looking at the regular season.
The other one. It's Steel, Cascade, and Swift have been banned. So it was Vigil, Upward, and Product. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Vigil,
that makes
Upward,
sense.
Prod. So it makes sense they pick. I guess it makes sense they pick the stopwatch.
I'm surprised Help didn't bring it to Triple Cough, but they did win a Lakeside. Or not Triple Cough, Triple Stopwatch, but they did win a Lakeside, so good for them. They won their map pick. Hornets won their map pick. So Help did pick this map, but between this Product and Vigil, I feel like Upwards probably. I can understand not wanting to play Product.
I'm
not playing Vigil is actually a little interesting.
Yeah, because I feel
picking
like
Upward over Vigil, you're saying like a very particular thing when you do that.
If I'm
Vigil's
looking,
like a very neutral map.
If I'm looking at Hornets' roster, right? If I'm losing to that team, it's because Arbiter's popping off.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think the Vigil pick may have been better there, just to, in the sense that you're neutralizing, because I think it's not that Sniper's bad on Vigil or any map, but
Sniper needs a little more help on Vigil.
There's much more carry potential on Upward than there is on Vigil to single-handedly take over a game. You know, like I think everyone's had a scrim where the Sniper is sitting in Upward. Last Upward gets a 23 streak.
Oh no, I've been that Sniper. It's awesome. I love Upward.
Everyone else on the server is really having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun on Upward. My one of my favorite maps.
But I mean, maybe they just think they're that much better at it than on Vigil. I wonder what their regular season records on it were.
Who did they play in their regular season? I'm gonna see. Help played. Maybe they had a good result on Upward in the regular season as well, because they didn't play
Froggy. That doesn't
mean that much, but yeah, they didn't play. They played Upward versus Ohio Village and lost, which to me that also indicates that like I remember that game. It was like kind of close, but not super close. It was kind of close despite the score. If that makes sense.
Huh.
So they did well against Ohio Village on Upward, which is I think that's why they want to run it back.
That's
maybe.
Lakeside.
It's no Lakeside then Upward. Second map.
I was looking at the regular season ones.
Oh no, I was looking at so yesterday, literally yesterday in playoffs, they played Lakeside.
Oh, gotcha.
Upward
Yeah, gotcha.
Versus Ohio Village, and they lost 2-0, but it was a close 2-0.
I'm looking. I mean, there's nothing really to gain from regular season matchups. They both played bottom teams on Vigil.
Yeah.
Then Help beat Froggy, and Hornets lost to Dudes. Which
that also makes sense. They had a good game versus the Dudes, I think. Regardless, though, because also Dudes is also notorious. Like any incarnation of that team is notoriously terrible. Vigil. It's just the way they vote.
Yeah.
2, 1.
In the
There's
meantime,
generational trauma there from when I lost to like MCM or something.
yeah, something like that.
But we are live right now. It will be Help starting out on defense. I think he's usually the preferred.
And immediately gets headshots. Gonna have to back up. In the meantime, we do see a lot of players doing it. Arbiter gonna get piped, so he's gonna have to a bit of assault. They're gonna go for the immediate exchange. People does get forced, so the exchange is out immediately. So that was overall a good exchange. I just with the post crit stickies have not been dead yet, so someone could explode if they're not careful.
Yeah, I think ultimately that's better for the offense shooter, right? Because it means the defense is playing a little bit more kind of touchy
Okay.
in favor of the beginning one.
The spy did get the telly, so that's huge. Although they're running the science French. They're just back at spawn building it up again. It also means there's no engineer to actually, watch the gun.
He's back in. No, he
Yeah.
got done pretty quickly.
Yeah, the science French is pretty good on upward, specifically because the telly can be kept alive at all times.
He's going back for it. Now he's playing his color.
Yeah. I'm curious what Hornets are doing here, because they're losing people, but they're not doing anything while they're just building up Uber. You know, this is where you optimally want to push, but people are just dying.
Yeah, like if you go out and you top Uber your med that early, there's the kind of impression that you want to go fast, but they did that, and it just kind of sat.
Yeah, they've kind of just been sitting around. I think they're trying to play off an Arbiter pick, and if they're not getting that Arbiter pick, they might not know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, upward defense sniper is just so good, even with Arbiter doing as well as he has been. It's not a guarantee you're going to get things. And,
yeah, I mean, listen, upward first is very easy on sniper. You just hog the right side of the platform and try not to get counter sniped or bombed. Okay, they're going for a bit. Look at this death ball on the left side. This is a huge death ball. They're going for plays, but they have all immediately died already. At least a large part of them. Yeah, that's turning into a disaster. Ooh, I wonder if you see a first heart bolt. I always like seeing those.
Yeah, I thought about that. It's been 2 minutes already, so I mean,
Have I ever told you about? I played a scrim once versus AD. This is when I was on K&D last season, where neither team pushed upward first during a scrim. Like, we literally hard held first, and then they hard held us up first. It was.
Do you know this map got played every single legitimate season of Highlander for 13 years?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, no,
I like upward. It's a staple. It's one of those maps that just like. It's fun in how broken it is. Also, problem from Panther, not going to get anything, is no deaths here for the side of red, whereas blue is just, they are evaporating trying to get to where they want. This might be a hard hold.
How many kills has blue gotten? It has to be less than like 3 at this point.
Yeah, these stats are going to be kind of gnarly. Uh-oh, yeah, this is turning into a problem hold, where it's like, we need to... Because now they have Uber again, both teams have Uber again.
And Chlor going back for the telly again.
Yeah, you need to kill that
spawn before the end. Okay, they find Mountain.
That's
Mountain
you
with
either
Uber.
kill the
That's
telly or kill the sniper.
Sleeple now has Uber back.
You have to do one.
So they're gonna get all this space right back.
Yeah, but if the telly's down, that means Mountain can't get back there a long time. Yeah, because Chlor's gonna try to camp. Yeah, Chlor's literally sitting in spawn, sapping the telly on cooldown. Which makes sense because
getting more than 2 kills is Mountain.
Mountain has to take the long road back, so he might get spawn camp.
Ooh, this could be.
I'm watching the spawn camp, but can he get it? I think he's gonna delay it too, if possible. Yeah, he's going for it.
Yeah. Oh, they're leaving.
Okay, they left. So they did the impossible challenge. They capped first. It's a little 4 minute capping time.
A little bit 350.
Yeah, 349. There you go.
Yeah. So not a good start. I mean, but at least, well, yeah, even then, you're still looking at Uber's and not going to find anything. Deep undercover work going to be all for naught, as Mike is really forward here. People now going to use a little bit better Uber for the red team right here. Jumping forward is May. Good air by Cham right before they go down. So
there's an engineer lurking in tunnel, trying to kill the gun. And Blue's gonna die too, but Arbiter's gonna get Mountain, and that's a huge pick they need to open up. If they make space for Arbiter here, they're gonna have to abandon the foothold. Yeah, all you have to do is walk forward and make sure your sniper can play the game.
Yep, and as you said, they're starting to back up. Blue's in an interesting position on the kind of far side of the track right there.
She has to. This could be sketchy though, because she has to
Arbor's looking right at her.
Yeah, she has to cross over. She's got to cross away.
Rolls the stickies though. No, Arbiter goes down right away. Not even able to get a shot off.
Arbiter not gonna be able to get a shot off, but in the meantime, yeah, it looks like Blue's just like evaporating before these pushes happen. They're not even dying like mid. They're kind of dying as they're pushing up court. So look at this. Look at Panther going in. Didn't get anything. Unable to get anything. Epi Bug on a 7K. Yeah, this is looking pretty dominant so far for help.
Yeah, I never got my prediction in before, and let's just say I'm glad I didn't because. Let me lock in a 2-0 for help right here.
Oh, no. Help still has to push. Okay,
Uber
they
will
get
be popped out,
Angela.
though.
That's a good pick. You can
Yeah,
work
they
with
get the
that.
spy. So
And they're
called.
changing and not losing anyone during the exchange. That's also a good start. Pablo's inside tunnel trying to do some things. Helpless is Sunny. This should start to be a push. Hopefully, one more thing.
Pyro fight. Gonna be won by
Okay,
Michael
Emmybug
Haley,
guys. You know, a lot of players who are dead in the team are good. They need to get this heavy out of the side tunnel though. Okay, they get him. But this is good. This should be a second push. Oh, pickles.
Oh, but I mean, you're gonna be looking at least at what 6.5 minutes.
No,
here?
this would be like a 5. This wasn't that bad. Yeah, that's a okay. No, 6. Okay. So we saw pushes like of the entire map yesterday that were shorter than this. So that's the upward special.
And I mean, 3rd and 4th is where the map begins, really. Like 1st and 2nd are just the appetizer.
Oh, definitely. Well, okay. You can realistically hard hold any point on upward, other than like maybe 2nd. Even then, you can hard hold 2nd if you really try.
Old K&D 2nd forward hold is probably.
Yeah, you can. I've hard held people on 2nd. I've done it. I think the 3rd. Okay. Also, teams play the 3rd hold wrong, and it's so annoying. I guess they don't play it wrong, but they play like the weenie way of doing it. Which I mean, it's help versus another team. I get it. That's how they play, but in the meantime, they're just gonna be moving the gun up. They're gonna be moving the cart up.
No one here gets in the salty spittoon though?
Yeah, no one gets in the salty spittoon. maybe honestly, maybe Pickles gets in the salty spittoon. That's it.
Pyro Uber coming out here.
Okay, nobody falls off the edge.
American.
Is actually spy down in the meantime. So once this banner's over, this banner is gonna buy a lot of space. Arbiter is gonna die too in the meantime. So this push is not looking too good, but they're gonna get a pyro, and they're gonna get a heavy in the meantime. So they can at least like pressure, maybe try to get some space.
Oh no!
Oh, Pablo.
Off the cliff. There's 2 off the cliff.
Yeah, they didn't get the cart up either, which is the real shame, because even if your push fails, as long as you get the cart up like one of the stages of the hill, that's still like kind of a victory, but they didn't even do that. So that's, it's a failure in many senses of the word. Now, meanwhile, starting to wake up, go on a tear, as they're going to be peeking this angle pretty aggressively, where I'm seeing a heavy going shithouse, so doing a certain classic.
Walk up and get caught out. That's gonna reset the banner charge.
Emmybug is so hurt. Okay, yeah, they're gonna. Pablo's gonna try to get the cart up. Mound's gonna fall, which means that it's on the demo to stop this. So demo has to walk forward here, and he's not going to, which means they're gonna get the cart up this hill. They have to walk forward at some point, or they're just gonna take this cart. There's no sniper to stop this.
They have Uber. They can use out first here. You can't get this up.
Okay, there's a spy here at least. Okay, the spy at least saved it. They had to do something there, but they're going to use it in the meantime. It's going to be immediate reuse, but the Pyro v Pyro just means that the red Pyro is going to win and push everyone back, and no cart time in the meantime, so they're changing these Ubers, but not getting too much done in the meantime. Core is behind, though. That is huge, although Core is getting hunted down by Emmybug ruthlessly.
Yeah,
Core is on last, like in tiles, just getting hunted down. Okay, Clora's trying to enforce the gun. And Clora does get the gun, which is huge. That means there's no kind of work. They should get this. This should be around. Or should be the cap at least. 8:30? 8:55.
9.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, pretty consistent pace at this point.
Yeah, they're slow and steady wins the race, as some might say. Maybe maybe they'll push last instantly.
9 minutes is what I'd consider an average time in town.
Yeah.
So, definitely I'm going to be on the slower end, but if they can get this in really no more than 2 Ubers, I think it's honestly winnable. Help's not the type of team that's going to get 1 med pick on first and blitz you all the way to last.
Yeah, that is true. They're going to prove us wrong now. We are setting him up. We're setting him up for help to knock him down, but we'll have to see. Sunny is going to die to the detonator somehow. In the meantime, though, not too much is happening. Fleeble on an 8k on medic, or 8 assist streak, whatever you call it. Emmybug gonna die though, which means that tiles should be pretty much a lot easier to take for Arbiter and crew. They're gonna get the gun too, so they're getting all the objectives out of the way. Now they actually have to just push the point. And nobody's pushing the cart through mid.
Yep, Uber's gonna get popped out here, but just...
Pablo pushed the cart.
They drop nade, which could be big, but Micah's gonna hit a sticky surf that forward. Forces everyone back.
This push doesn't matter because the cart's not close enough. The way you push upper last is you
Mountain's
wipe.
dead. That's
okay, this actually could be good. They're wiping her.
This could
how
be
you
it.
push upper last is you wipe them. They have to be like 7 people dead at minimum.
They just don't have the whole bunch of numbers right now. Micah
Wait, do they have anyone
offers
to stop Willie?
doing a lot.
They
Yeah,
have to
they don't
stop
have
Willie.
anyone. No,
And-
4
and he
finds
gets
Micah.
stabbed. Willie on the cart. He's unstoppable. He got it. All right, that was pretty good.
Decent
That was a good
enough.
last
I
word.
mean,
Honestly,
not a...
it could have been a lot worse. That
Exactly,
could have been a
yeah.
15-minute time. That's winnable. Especially considering it's health pushing. I don't know. I saw actually health did have some really good pushes against yesterday. So health might come out the gates roaring and surprise us, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be on Hornets to not play sloppy here, because Help's gonna punish sloppy play, but like if you play well, like if you don't leave any obvious openings, I feel like Help as a team is a little bit worse at creating those unforced errors
It's
than
gonna
another
be
team might be.
it's gonna be on Mountain to make plays then.
Mission
I mean, yeah, you're looking at Mountain, you're looking at Angelo, you're looking at
It's between
Sunny.
May and Mountain. Like those two players, like May's very consistent. May's always gonna do well. But May can't do it alone, so May needs like an auxiliary character to go help them, and I think Mountain has to be that person.
Could be Angelo. And
Could
he's
be
probably
Angelo.
just Angelo is top scoring the server right now outside of the meds, so had a
Unless someone
very
on
good
like
half.
unless someone on Hardworking Horse drops the stinker, it should be I think it's very doable for them. Well, I'm curious how Help wants to push. Okay, immediate kill on the scout. Good job. Got the
Obligatory.
Not the scout down. Yeah, obligatory kill on the scout trying to push the cart.
Ooh, Angelo just gets nuked on the pack right there. Not going to be allowed to cross.
That's good
So
because
that'll
the Ted's gonna
stall.
step. Bound gonna fall too means that Arbiter's gonna have free reign here to just run around. And this is gonna make the exchange kind of tough if your sniper's down. You have to see, but they're actually just kind of waiting in spawn. They look like they're waiting for Mountain to spawn and get a pick. Because Mountain's sitting in like the SVS spot at spawn, looking at Plat, but Arbiter's not really peeking him. So, okay, now they're exchanging. Okay,
Mountain
Mountain
wins
does
the
get
SVS
Arbiter.
too.
There we go.
That's going to be really big in this
That
post.
is gonna
They
be
get
really
done
big.
as
They're
well.
gonna
So
get
they're
the-
gonna
they
play
get the
wide
gun.
and forward.
Mountain
Mountain
gets
plays
red
red.
too. That's a huge pick.
Oh,
See what they
back out
want to do
allowed.
with this, but so you have the picks right now. It looks like red is kind of collapsing, so this should be a first roll. The question is, can red back up and successfully hold second?
Oh, my 2-0 Pred looking really good. That's May jumping forward to see if he can find anything. Will not. Gets taken down for his trouble, but like the theory behind it, does give over a kill to Pablo, though, as the gun now being set up by Pickles level 1. Team's
Yeah, they're
getting
going to
in
be at least
position on
able
hill.
to
They
hold
did
clip
that.
here. So they're going to have an opportunity to hold clip, maybe get a pick, even with this ad. Arbiter going to get headshot, going to have to still hold in strong as, yeah, I see what you mean now when you say slow and deliberate. Watching help push. They very much take their time. Also, Mountain getting the picks again, but this time he's gonna go and get two by Ward. So that's a huge opening picks there. Actually, so there goes that push. You know, Mountain
Pretty
got
well
their
timed.
person.
That might give Ray time to get Uber now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Mountain got their man, but then Ford got two, which completely balanced it out. So now they're back to square one. Help is not the kind of team to dry off like down May. Help will not be able to push without May. May needs to stay alive. Yeah, they're gonna be able to use. Ray's they're gonna use pretty much immediately, but this is not looking. Yeah, their flank's kind of getting peeked on, so I don't think this refight's gonna be epic unless Mountain hits some shots.
Yep, and no, Arbiter's going to win the SVS this time, and it's just...
Yeah, Core's
May
in. Core's
on
gonna get
hill.
May.
Yep.
Push over.
I mean, anyone really could have killed May there. He's going to die even if he didn't get stabbed, but you think they use that Uber a little bit faster, right? Maybe they don't lose the classes they do. They're able to use that ad a little bit better. You know, maybe
This
they don't
is a
give
very
Ray
good
time
pull so
to get,
far. By the
but-
way, they lost first early, but this second split hold is buying much needed time.
But
now
you
they're
could
in a
say,
perfect
well,
position
it took
for
them.
holding it.
It took Hornets 6 minutes to push here, but they also pushed the back half in less time, which is rare.
Yeah.
But Mountain getting the opening SBS kill.
They have a banner. They
All right,
have
that's a
mini
banner,
crits.
yeah.
Ooh, that's actually really interesting.
That's a buff banner,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, they just mini crits. They have to back up. They're just eating so much damage. That's a huge play from the soldier. Actually, yeah, look at the damage they're eating. They finally get the repush now, but that bought enough time to equalize the Ubers. Pickle's gonna surf out. The Uber exchange is happening, but Blue has to flash a lot of players, and in the meantime they're dropping.
Oh, man.
Oh, baby!
Oh, nice fight.
Oh, that was an actual good air shot too. Bounds, meanwhile, trying to go for the post. Bounds gonna get Willie, but got the backup here is Yeah, they still have Arbiter, so they're still able to hold this strong, and Help looks like they are getting kind of. Okay, they're getting Arbiter good. Mount is getting consistent picks on Arbiter, but their Help is not able to translate those in actual like cliff holds.
Yep, Micah is the one leading the charge here, walking up that left wall. They are going to force them around the corner now into the paths and holds, so you have to think it's only a matter of time. But Panther's still in tunnel. Probably not too long for this
taking it super aggressive. They're gonna get pickles, but M's gonna trade. Yeah, they're Flores behind, so this probably should be the play. They're gonna try to refight here. Arbiter is taking a pick on someone, and they're gonna back up just like the whole third. And I don't blame them, honestly. That was a very like standard first and second hold, I'd say. A little above average on Cliff, but they also have relatively everyone here for this third defense, so it should be fine.
About 415, 420 or so through second, which again really standard, I'd say.
Yeah,
so.
that's a little above average on second. I think their first hold was bad, but their second hold was good.
Yeah, now 6 minutes for third and fourth, entirely doable either way. Probably pretty happy if you're Help here. 6 minutes is a decent chunk of time.
I think both teams are happy with this.
Easily holdable, yeah.
I think I'm a little concerned for Help though, just because if they took that long for the first 2 points, I don't see them like. It's gonna take some sort of. I was a little worried there, but and Mountain's gonna have to get these open picks and Arbiter again. And it's a lot harder to do that on third. Yeah, like see the Arbiter just push over.
Yep,
yeah, that's it for the push.
Make it out too. That was a really nice collapse on card.
It was a really nice. Angelo gonna go in, gonna get gunned down by Pablo, which means that also shout out to Kira on a 7K. So successfully living through all these fights is definitely huge. And another turn here. We'll have to see how Mountain wants to take his SVS this time, because I think that's the most critical part of this is opening pick on Pablo pretty good, but can't really push his off of just the scout pick.
Yeah, one less person can maybe kind of harass the cart pushers.
Yeah, that is the one thing.
As far as she can.
Oh, look at Michael Lele's in good position here for this post. If they don't clear shithouse, this could be good.
Woo! Good serve by Chlor, not gonna end up mattering though. Oh, that's the throw off the cliff, as is Emily. They do get it up the second hill. The Mountain with
Mountain
the
dead.
Jukes, no pack though underneath. But Weeble's gonna pick up Jam. Angelo finds one onto Panther. They're 5 down on the defense right now. There was an Uber exchange.
They can still hold this. They actually can still hold this. Once they get their guys.
The ones on card is the big thing.
Yeah, but Arbiter can watch it. If Arb gets the kills on, if the cart guys feed to Arbiter, that's how they stay in this. But if they don't, okay, yeah, they're playing the head glitches. They're playing your angles, right? So they back up. I think you can actually still refight that, but it's really sketchy. So I don't blame them. 4 minutes the whole last is fine.
Probably down just a few too many people, just not in a decent spot. I think.
Really risky, and it's like that's what you do if you're like down a lot of time and you need to make up time really quickly. Not like, oh, we're doing average. 4 minutes, like 350 to push last. I would expect Help to win, all things being equal, but it's upward last. Sometimes it takes a while. Actually, Down almost gets a shot onto the medic, but shoots the soldier instead. So Banner down. I might have been
down
anyway.
So early here. That's really
the Enforcer's pretty brutal on this point. Yeah, okay, Mountain's getting picked upper. If you want to push upper last, that's how you do it. Is you get your sniper in the tiles and let him rail off some shots.
Yep, American's now getting cart up right now. Gun is just now being rebuilt, but can't wrangle shield it before it comes up yet. They're gonna find it again. Starting to get in here. They find Kira, which is huge.
Willie's gonna drop down, and they have to flash so many players.
Great flash to keep American alive right there. Willie gonna go down on card, only a sliver of health left. It's gonna be Pablo getting the cleanup onto Micah as well. Could have been a really big threat in this post fight. Level 1 gun gonna be taken out. It is Sunny
and they
up
have
top.
the people to deny card. Arbiter's up, but I don't know if they have the players to deny this. Pablo's gonna get it. He's not gonna get it. Oh my god, it was so close.
Just in time. Weeble on it, gonna get taken out. That was so close to going in.
So that's the thing with Upward. When you say you need to wipe them, if you don't wipe them, that's what happens, by the way. You get like, oh, it was so close, but it's like, no, you need to wipe them to push this point. It's an anomaly if you don't.
They are gonna find Chlor though, so no comms on where they're going. Gonna be a couple players getting into upper right there. Looks like American was a little leaning, but the gun's back to up top. So really, they got the cart forward, but a lot of the other progress they made not really there. They do have a slight ad though, so if they can get done, which they do, Angelo's been on top of that. Entirely possible. They can maybe try to leverage this ad.
Arbiter gets May, though, that's going to be a small disaster. I'm bound to get picked by the other soldier, too, means that this push is effectively
They find the
over
heavy
already.
in the lower spot.
They do
which
get the
is
heavy in the
really
lower
big tip.
spot, but they're going to have to wait for their demo sniper, because who else is going to break the game open? I don't think Angela's going to get into upper. The dispenser isn't the dispenser
No,
spot.
but the gun's still level 1. They have this Uber ad. They gotta use it the second they get. I mean, maybe it helps you clear gun, right? Get a couple kills, but they're just gonna wait, and Ray will be able to get in turn. Cart rolling back as well.
Okay, the Bound is going to opening pick, but Arbiter's going to get pick in the meantime.
3 done already.
Yeah, they're going to get the gun down. They're doing a really good job getting the gun down, not actually getting kills. Arbiter has to Banny Bind in spawn, and Emmy-Bug's running around the spawn. They have a couple people in spawn they have to deal with. M's actually getting Arbiter. That's a huge pick. That could be a round-winning pick if they keep letting Emmy-Bug run around killing everyone. Because who's going to stop the card? They have no one to stop the card. They all die.
Beautiful.
They just all like that was so strange. I felt like Hornets were in the lead and then they just all like kind of kill down.
There was a fraction of a second there where I thought the game was paused just because of how eerily quiet it got for a moment.
Yeah. They looked at tab and I was like, wait, everyone died. That was
I mean,
standard help.
see what I mean? Like that's like the average help time, like
Yeah.
10.5 minute hold, 9.5 minute push instead of the 8.5 minute hold and 7.5 minute push.
Bound with the 26 and 10 stat line, not bad. Not bad by all means. Arbiter, similar amount of headshots, but less kills. Because yeah, that definitely like I said, if Help wants to win this, Bound needs to like open things up for them, and Bound did a very good job with that. Like if Arbiter was just winning SBS on cooldown, Help would have lost that.
There's some really bizarre stat lines in this.
Yeah,
I mean, like, just like if you do a class comparison, like Sunny 5 and 11 to Panthers 10 and 23.
both demos actually did a good job not dying that much. They were overall alive a lot. Both medics with only 2 deaths as well. So like, both medics playing well. I think overall it was just the small things. And honestly, if you think it back to it, that first hold for 5 minutes, that was the difference.
That was
really
easily, yeah.
Yeah. But we'll have to, hopefully they'll figure out how to push upward first this time. It is tough. It's not easy, but I'm sure they could do it.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of template's there, right? They had a really solid thing going on second. Kiro was finding a ton of frags. I think it's just, they need to push first a little bit better, and I think on last, they need to work on denying Mountain a little bit harder. I mean,
I think the third was a little
almost-
weak too. They left third,
Yeah.
and I think they a couple things go differently. I think they could have helped there better.
I mean, that ultimately goes close, but they almost lost that with 3 minutes left on the clock on last off that very first push. They just happened to.
I mean, that's what happened when upper. Like, if you try to push last too early, it's like I got it to push, and then everyone dies. Because it's like one player can deny like 5 players on the cart, depending on the circumstance.
Makes me think one of the things I really liked about Eruption, the map still needs a lot of work in a lot of places, I think.
Oh my god.
But one of the things I really liked about it was that it had the upward last ramp, but it was maybe a third of the distance.
Yeah.
So you can't have a spy infinitely sack on it and get it in. But the amount of caps you'd get on it when a team was like, oh, they're on it, it's just upward, we can wait 8 seconds, and then it gets capped before they even start moving.
Yeah. I personally prefer maps like Swift. I think actually the way Vigil does it well, where there's a rollback, but it's not on the last, it's a little before it. It's just before the cap.
Agreed.
I think Vigil does it best, because that way it's spy capable, but there is also still a rollback to play around.
And at least with Swift, there's no rollback, but the card is in hyper low ground, so...
Yeah. Swift also can be spy capped pretty easily, which is it's an interesting dynamic, because some, the lasts you can't spy cap are much, much tougher. Boreal last you can spy cap, and that's still a really tough map to do, so...
Working on a lot of, being a part of a lot of the feedback for Eruption, take that as you will, made me realize that, a lot of what I think is good payload theory, Swiftwater completely ignores, but still manages to be decent in spite of it.
Yeah, sometimes you can break the rules and do it well, but Help meanwhile, Help is going to go for an immediate exchange this time, so they perhaps did not like how long they waited last time. But Angelo going to die means that the telly's still up, and there's a lot of new deaths. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Mount's going to get some picks.
They got the spy down, they got the soldier down, so... A couple of bodies
I heard a
off the field
headshot
right now
ring, yeah.
for
I don't
Red.
know. It was on Arb, okay. So Arb got a headshot, but lived. So Arbiter get headshot again and lives. So Arbiter is just playing tank sniper right now. They're actually getting a lot of space. Look at the space they're getting. They get a demo too.
Willie's super low too. Gonna get healed back up, but forced.
They don't have a demo to stop this. They're gonna back up. Yeah, I don't blame them. That was. They felt like they were slowly losing ground there.
Yeah, and I mean, you compare that to what Hornets did, right? They both took Uber immediately, but Help actually continued to keep the pressure up, whereas it felt like Hornets just kind of sat back and, waited for Arbiter to gift them a kill, whereas everyone else on Help, they put out enough pressure that forced Kira into a sightline.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, and now I'm going to get a pick on Willie. That's going to trigger the opening. Help looks like they're... Oh, okay. I was a little... If they didn't pop that, I was a little worried, but... Yeah, blue bar almost fell off, but this exchange is going a lot better for blue, because now red's all on the low ground, which makes them sad. So I hear Arbiter's going to get some headshots, so that is going to spell a bit, but they're getting good space for Mountain to like look at players and get picks. Oh, they're all running backwards. I don't agree with that.
Oh, the reflex pipe onto an invisible Angelo.
Okay, they get Arbiter this, and now they can push.
Oh, they got Kira too, yeah. Mountain.
Oh, they get Ray.
That's Ray too. What a sick dot right there. That might have been through the little wooden corner.
It was,
I think.
It was.
That stings.
Yeah. That's tough, but they're getting spawn camp now. So this round, for the last one, Hornets is so much more passive. I don't know if they're spooked or something, but whatever they're doing, they're like giving up ground very, very methodically, and that's a good way to lose upward.
7 people in the spawn.
Does anyone stay? Nope, not a single person
no one
stayed.
stays. Cowards.
Agree. Oh.
Ooh. Call from Dolphin, yes. Anyone have dropped down. Found Arbiter. So no defensive sniper to start this out. I mean,
Mound's already posted up on Cat looking at the cross. Now, third, this is where, this has been a bad defense so far, but this can all change on third or last. Both these points are pretty gnarly at times, but again, they're slowly giving up ground and Kira dies again.
Yeah, they're gonna find Willie too in bucket, so that is huge.
Yeah, they're just taking these
Arbiter dropped into the middle of an Uber. That's not where you want to be, buddy. Pay attention to the comms.
That's a third push. They are just steadily screaming through these points. It's not looking good for if you're a Hornet. You're hoping they have a last hold of miracles.
Part of what I think makes Upward such a friendly map to a lot of players is that you cannot. It is almost impossible to snowball through third. It is possible, but you have to be almost.
You have to mess up really bad.
And this wasn't a snowball. This was a even 9v9 fight that Help just won again. They didn't have advantages from before. They just found free picks, took advantage of them, and were able to snowball off of it. So they just win the third fight on their first try. That is not a snowball. So, which is more impressive in my eyes, being able to just pull the 9v9 fight.
They have found in upper again. He's going for some picks. Oh, almost sees the medic. Gonna back up. Get some HP. His Panther's gonna die. That's a really bad opening pick because that soldier does so much work, just creating chaos in upper. Now look at the space they're giving up. They're I know it's last, so you only have so much farther to retreat, but they're just gonna Uber in and they're not pushing their cart. That's the only upside for red here. Okay, and they got that. Never mind. This is not a push anymore.
Yeah, but
they get Arbiter
finds
too.
Arbiter, goes down to the lower spawn for maybe a bit more of a greedy angle and ends up paying for it.
Yeah, they're gonna try to refight this, but without Arbiter in heaven, it's going to be tough. Panther dying again, that's not ideal. Willie dying as well. The question is, they have to get it so that way they can push their cart and there's no one to deny them, and the players who can deny them are all alive. Arbiter's alive, the demo's alive, so I'm not expecting too much progress. They have to kill Kira and kill Arbiter.
The decloaking on cart, gonna find a free heavy pick.
Oh, they get Kira, there's their opening pick, but they're losing 2 in the process, have to back up.
Mountain set up an upper though, and Panther's going to bomb a pyro instead of the sniper. So Mountain will be able to stay up there.
Feeble died! Floor hit a huge pick up to the demo and Feeble's all alone and got sniped, so that pick's a disaster too. This could be the hole. They're kind of settling into this these pushes so far. I think it might be starting.
There's still so much time though. I mean, you figure that's been a minute and a half.
It might be starting. I'm getting a bad feeling about this last push. Because now they have Uberad, they have the only way they lose this right now is if Mountain just goes up in piles and gets mini kills. Oh,
well, there's Arbiter.
There's a good start.
There's the gun. Kira almost just got knocked into the pit.
Stuff out there. But again, they have full Uber head, so what are they gonna do? They have to wait for Mountain to take the medic somehow.
Willie, Angelo gets Willie to drop down right there. That's going to be huge not having him in upper, but look, Flora's going to find Mountain up top, so that probably puts a stop to
They get
any immediate
Pablo.
threat.
Okay, Willie is going to just waddle away and live slowly. With Panthers back up, Panther can maybe make some plays. Yeah, like they had a huge pick advantage of Sniper there. They did nothing with it. They just sat around. They could have sat and like made and got the similar effect. They're going to get Panther. That's a pretty good opening pick because that means one less player to deal with Mountain and upper. But we have a Pyro flanking meanwhile, going to kill the dispenser. Arbiter's going to get back to spawn, but Pyro creating a bit of a nuisance on the flank here. Mounts and tiles, but they're not able to get anything.
Headset cut out for a second.
Arbiter's
but
gonna die.
As I come back in, all the frags are coming across right now. Arbiter dead, hasn't even gone. Uber
Look at
gets
this
popped
Uber.
off
Oh my
into
God,
main
this
right
Uber.
there, but they're not going to find any kills. Great job stopping by America. No hits getting.
Oh wait, Ray died.
Micah on the flank. Finds.
Pablo gets 2. Pablo gets down and Consta.
I don't know if it's going to be enough though from Pablo.
It's not gonna
The
be
gun.
enough.
It was enough to rebuild
yeah.
the gun though, so maybe they can.
No, they have players who
They're
can
gonna
deny
get
that. Look at Chom's up there in heaven. If they try to push, if they try to cap this card, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. They might even get Legal killed. You can't push that, even if it looks pushable. That's just how upward works.
God, the TF2 player equivalent of a swear guard is getting stabbed on guard like that. Happens
Floor's
so
gonna
often.
fall, so unfortunate there is. Mount's gonna try to peek upper again. We'll have to see if they get anything done, but Mount gonna immediately get spammed, get bullied off, and I'm looking for the openings here, and they're getting openings, but it feels like they're not able to do anything with said openings. And then
Uber coming through right now. Sunny's not going to be able to make it up top left. That jumps up, going to find Arbiter on the lower spawn. Not the rotation he's looking for. Going to be Panther dead as well, but Kira's still alive, and as long as that's true, very going to be difficult to cap the cart. Gun, that is going to be Pickles on minis actually
Mountain's
right now.
about to
Mountain
get
up
stabbed.
top. Maybe.
Actually, no.
It's a bit of awareness.
Never mind. They went the other way to go tie him.
And I think that it. Can America get it?
Not yet. They didn't kill all the
it went
classes.
horizontal. But yeah, no, Kira up top. The Uber comes out. They're going to drop down right here. Kira now getting on cart. Sunny jumps up top left. Going to be a surprise for anyone up there respawning. But yeah, the last fight continues. Micah fisted up on cart. It's going to be Panther in the pit.
But Panther, if they can keep Kira alive here, that's huge. He gets headshot and then body shot by Mountain. That's going to be it. That's going to spell some disaster happens. The Pyro air blast people off the cart, but there's not enough reinforcements. Not going to quickly enough. That's going to be a round. That's going to be a potentially round-saving last hold. 8:26. That was a 5-minute last hold.
3:30 through 3, 5 minutes on last. Yeah, that was almost exactly 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so that was a good last hold to make up for an otherwise pretty terrible defense. But hey, that's the beauty of Upward.
Yeah, that's how the map works. So we said an hour and a half. Locking in.
It do be like that. As now for help, they pushed a little slower than that. Or rather, not for help. For Hornets, they pushed in 10 minutes, but that was also like, I'd say almost a worst case scenario outside of last. So if they can just like get some decent pushes going here, I think it'll be a lot better. This is still very winnable. That's a very winnable time, in my opinion, for Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side, though, that help last hold was uncharacteristically short from them, so can't put all of your eggs in just, cap first faster and then we win. You know, you still gonna have
just
to
cap first faster. Cap first faster, cap second faster, cap third faster. Cap last at the same speed. I think they could win if they do that. You know, if they just play well and hit all their shots, they'll win. It's
the famous Sleep Tuner quote, if we play perfectly, we can win.
Yeah.
Wisdom of the Ancients coming in here as potentially the last half of the night coming in right now. If Help are able to hold this, they will move on to the lower bracket finals, and Hornet season will be over. Hornets otherwise fighting for one more half.
They're trying to get a flank pick, and they get Eddie Bug. That's a pretty good opening pick. Four's working their way behind. Looks like they are going to declick and go for the telly as opposed to going for anything else. And I don't blame them. That last time they had to like really kill the telly in order to do anything. So
After getting some good rounds ground up on playground, but not getting finally kills.
Let's see. Do I hear the science wrench? Are they going to teleport? Yep, there's the science wrench. And now Floor's heading back too. Oh no, Floor's actually heading into tunnel. Okay.
You can 2-tap a 125 with the Enforcer, right?
Yes.
Is that going to be the meta soon? Tap the telly, bait out the science wrench, and then 2-tap Engineer in the spawn?
I mean, It's the entry for Spy. The Spy actually honestly should win that. Like in a 1v1, the Spy should win that.
Yeah, just the trouble is the engine's in the spawn gate, so if you Bandybines fast enough, he technically would never die, but probably not going to. That said, Arbiter and Willie both going down, though.
Oh my god, I'm just hearing headshot after headshot from Bound.
No one!
Yeah, this is, these first pushes are not it for hardworking Hornets. It's not looking good. I can tell you that.
I'm concerned about the difference in points between the snipers, given that Arbiter just came off of upward defense.
Yeah, I mean, Arbiter is just kind of getting farm mode cooldown on last, and that's where you usually get your points. Which I mean, it worked out. They don't drop May. I was worried.
Nothing.
They got May. It's a good flash. In the meantime, they're gonna get Angelo, but they're not gonna get opening picks. Like they even like the telly's back up. They have nothing to work with, nothing to show for these past like 2 minutes.
They have everyone on this right side. Finally, they have Arbiter up on the hill. With just no picks. Yeah, Banner coming through is only going to mean even more frags going over.
And they get Ray.
Oh, there's Ray.
Yeah, these first pushes are absolutely winning help again. It's just, I feel like I'm almost, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like I might see a first hold again. They just like, I don't know how they pushed it last time, because they don't know what they're doing. It's tough out here. It's not even that they don't know
they
what they're
got
doing.
the SES, and then I think they were trying to get the spawn camp off on the mountain.
Health is built different off this first. They are quite talented.
Arbiter going down, too. Dom for Mountain. And Revenge for American must have been on fire. The Panther actually does kill Mountain there, so that could be the opening they needed.
That should be the opening they need. But we'll have to see. Is in the meantime, though, people are just dying to spam. You know, poor Pickles dying to spam. Mountain saying that was crazy, but they're actually getting some space now. They're peeking over the hill. That's a good start. They're just going to Uber in.
Mountain's respawned, though, and can just get the telly back in. You lose that window.
Wait. What? The flying pyro! The flying pyro! Doesn't get the pick.
Alright, Space, it's been 3.5 minutes here, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, as Arbiter gets headshot again, that Cham should not be on jetpack coming in on these sacks?
I think this is out of a pyro's hands.
With that attitude, it always will be.
I mean, it's pyro. It's a badly designed pyro.
As you say that, I see American Ragdoll popping up.
Minutes. Where's the rest of the points?
As you said that, I saw American's Ragdoll popping up above the entirety of Playground. Just completely in the sky.
Alright. This is winnable, but they're going to have a nice second hold. If they get stuck on second again, it's going to be a stinky round. It looks like they're getting aggressive early, and that's good.
But the Banner comes out from help. They can just brute force their way back into this spot.
Mountain's the only way they get back into
this.
this.
That's a huge pick going around.
And they get the demo, yeah. This is back to third. That was a good attempt with the Banner, but overall the thing didn't work. Willie gonna get bullied by Emmybug. Emmybug actually almost killing Arbiter too. And gonna live. He replays that from Emmybug.
Yeah, that was really nice. I mean,
that also means that they're all gonna be alive for this third hold. So 4 minutes to push last. It's doable, but it's gonna be kind of tight.
Add for Ray here, but at the same time, the cart's so far away. Even if they use it now, there's no guarantee they're gonna get anything. But Arbiter coming alive right now gets the revenge on the mountains, and with this Uber, Fleeble though,
and shotting the pyro too. If he gets that pyro pick, that's also a huge play. But maybe we'll get the pick beats. They're gonna be passive. But I agree with this decision to not pop immediately because that's just gonna set them up to refight. Get the card up close, then you pop, and you just hope you cap it off of better.
Yeah, you need it at the very least up the first hill here.
Yeah, which Pickles falling down off of.
Uber popped so early here.
They did.
And with no one in sight, it's gonna force them back. They're gonna get no space.
This is gonna be a completely even situation. No one's died. Which does end up favoring the defense. We'll have to see. Mountain's crawling around looking for some picks, and they're trying to get up the hill, but Willie's eating so much damage. Oh, somebody help Willie. Somebody help Willie.
Somebody help him. Angelo coming in, finds
Angelo
Ray.
getting a 3 for...
Yep.
They get the card up the hill, though, so that's not a completely failed push. They actually did accomplish one of their goals. And Core got behind, even more importantly. So they did, getting their card up that hill, even though they didn't cap it, that is still a success, because it's, you know, now you only need to get it up one hill.
Losing Med is the real big loss there because that's just more time to
you have to try this anyway. You have 2 minutes. You have to try this. Now I'm getting headshot. I'm getting Mountain dying. That's a huge pick. That could be a blunder for the side of Help, because now they have to walk towards the carts again, and they don't have Uber. They're just gonna give up third. But that's an instant run. That's a potentially game-winning pick there. Oh, they're gonna refight. They're gonna refight with the banner.
They're gonna lose the cap though.
They're getting booked. Oh my god. This could be a disaster for Help. They lose 2 off the stab. That's a 3K. They're fully wiped. They can try to go to last and hold this.
Hansta has the level 1
and they have
up
80%
defense.
Oh, this could be a disaster. Oh,
Micah is in the top left, but Arbiter already set up, trying to go for picks here.
And Arbiter's just railing off the
next.
headshots.
That might be the snowball.
Oh, but Micah sees Arbiter. Any Pug's gonna kill Arbiter.
Ubers are popped in the bottom over there, but Angelo finds Arbiter, and this Uber's getting nothing done right now. So they're gonna have a little bit of time to
they're
respawns.
probably let's see, do they have the classes to stop this? They kill the Pyro, they kill the Edgy, so that's gonna be 2 picks. So this one's stopped for now, but they're losing players in the process. So wait, Mountain Red to spawn, they're all ready to spawn. Who's gonna stop this? Oh, the demo just barely stops it. The soldier's back on it, but this might be a help round because they're just bleeding for the card over again.
Oh, there's still a
sitting in
minute.
main.
This is nowhere near done.
It's nowhere near done, but
American.
Arbiter's sitting in main. They gotta just get a coordinated effort to go in, and Ray might small ad, but not enough.
If Sunny goes in for a jump, gonna stay alive. Really important here to keep that soldier up. Mountain finds Ray.
Pablo's in. He
but no
drops.
one's on
He
the
gets the
card.
kill.
They're gonna
That's gonna be
fight.
it. That's the
Demo.
round.
Hornets season will continue on that beautiful, beautiful last snowball.
Mountain dying on third genuinely. I think that was genuine. That was the round, because once Mountain died, they had to walk forward to deny the cart instead of having Mountain just shoot the players capping, which then snowballed into them wiping, which snowballed into them last. It's like all of it, I think, stemmed from that one death.
I don't know how much I agree with that, because you can get behind cart and push it up
You can,
without
but
getting
like,
sniped.
if
So
if the demo spams you though, you have to move out, and that's when the sniper gets.
but
you.
when that happened though, no one on help was even remotely near the cart. Like,
Well, think of how they had to contest the cart there with the banner. It's so much easier if Mountain's alive.
oh, absolutely, yeah. But I think that their positioning overall was far too passive, given that the
It was
cart was
very
already
passive.
up there. So I mean,
I think
it was almost a
died.
freak death by Mountain. Mountain took a body shot and a long range sticky
Yeah, no, it
for
wasn't
30
Mountain's
damage
fault.
at the same
I
time.
actually
But
don't
like,
think that was Mountain's fault. It's just like it's an unfortunate death that leads to like further disaster.
I mean, in the sense that it might have been the first domino, yeah, I think that hold had its time limited.
And refights on third are usually pretty good. Also, speaking of which, May with the 518 DPM, Mountain with the 480. Arbiter went negative, but came alive when his team needed him the most. So, Arbiter didn't really get the farm kills on last because Arbiter was just getting like sacked on over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, 21 less kills and they still win the round.
Yeah.
So impressive enough in its own right. I mean, yeah, Mountain 26-8 and you lose that.
Yeah, well, sometimes it do be like that.
Dolphin, that said, can we take a quick break? We've been going for about 3 hours straight, so I think we'll take a quick one. So stay tuned. We are on the last half of the night. Hornets or Help. The winner moves on to lower bracket and guarantees themselves third place. Loser will be eliminated. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. welcome back, gamers and gamettes. We are going into the final half of the lower bracket round 1, season 18 invite playoffs between Somebody Help and the hardworking Hornets. We've had a lot of games so far. They've basically been straight even.
They've gone the distance.
Yep, both teams won their cough 4-2. We're now 1-1 on upward. Winner takes all right now. The winner will guarantee themselves third place, a piece of that sweet, sweet RGL prize pool, and move on to face Ohio Leaf Village in the lower bracket finals. The loser got nothing for you, voted off the island, going home with nothing. So, a lot at stake right now. In a sense, you could say this is the most meaningful playoff match because it's the difference between getting a medal with a number on it and getting a regular participant medal.
That's true.
And,
the medal with the number on it, definitely nice. I know some medal collectors myself. I'm one of them. I won once, but I have like 10 first place medals because I just roster rode. Quite good. Also, you want to hear a fun fact? I think Eddie has the most second place medals in TF2, like in Highlander. He's quite proud of that, actually.
I'm proud of me sweeping the second place UGC medals in one season, basically.
In the meantime, they're discussing in chat. So Pickles has promised us a blazing fast offense this half.
Yeah, they've been saving strats for the major this entire time.
Yeah, Pickles says you're about to see a blazing offense, something you've never quite seen before.
The strat they've been saving is to not have an 11-minute offense, apparently. So good time to pull it out, I would agree.
Yeah, that would be a good strategy. They should have tried that the first 2 rounds. I think the only player in spec is Consta, but regardless, we do have everyone in the server. They are just.
You mean Spoo's been here the entire time?
Very true. Regardless of predictions, it's funny. I feel like we've seen long halves. We've seen kind of the last time one was actually relatively fast, other than first. They kind of blazed through the rest of the points. I think
that is true.
My prediction still could come true. I don't know if it's going to come true, but it is still possible. I don't know. Who do you think fumbles here at the last second? Do you think Help is or the hardworking Hornets?
Ooh, that's a big one. I am in agreement with you though. This is gonna be a fumble. This is not gonna be like a god play. Somebody's
gonna drop a stinker. I don't know who it is. I apologize in advance to whoever it is, but it's gonna be. It could be a team-wide fumble, but something.
One of the meds is ending up in the pit. One of the demos just whiffs at all 12 projectiles.
Like you try to push third, and you get like pushed into like the little.
Someone's getting gravity cannoned off the cliff.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
We haven't had any gravity cannons yet. We have to have one.
We should have one. We've seen people. I've seen people fall into the pit, but no like launches.
Yeah, they've all.
No one's fallen into the small pit on third, I think. Like all their Uber exchanges have actually gone pretty well, considering. Like they keep pyroing, so nobody just like gets sent off into the stratosphere into like
normally
the hole.
We'll have seen someone on like over the cliff on third. Like we'll have gone past that white rock in the pit.
Oh yeah, no, they just go out into the lake.
Yeah, like, you've seen the Joey Lemons visual clip, right?
I had that clip on my stream of Corsa getting sent to the Shadow Realm by someone. Corsa literally, he's on demo and actually gets sent, like, above, to the next, like, country.
There was a clip, I don't remember who it was, but I think it might have honestly been a sticky trap around the corner instead of, like, an air blast, but there was a demo that turned the corner and was gone.
Yeah,
one frame, gone.
It's happened a lot of times. So there's a good clip on your channel of fucking of Bull of Bea having the good anti-ultra trap.
Yep, yeah.
I love that trap. More demos should use it.
It blows my ankles off the cliff.
Yeah. It do be like that.
Mission begins.
Like somebody in chat going pugs afterwards, and someone's like, "Wait, none of the hell people pug."
I mean, we do have Tuesday Highlander for what it's worth.
Tuesday Highlander?
Tuesday Highlander. It's
tomorrow?
12:35 in the morning.
Wow. Oh, I see. I'm one of those people. I don't consider it the next day until I go to bed and wake up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like if it's 2 a.m. and I'm still up, it's
today. It's not tomorrow.
Yeah, it's today. Yeah, it's not tomorrow until I go to bed. Well, right off the gates, we are going to have the hardworking Hornets push. These first holds have not been good, so we'll have to see if they've made any adjustments since that time. They're going for a sack this time instead of what they did before. They got a soldier. That's good. They got a pick.
Yep, not an immediate exchange this time. We've seen an exchange in basically every round before
I like they're doing something different because their first pushes have been. It's been a tough day at the office.
It's been a long day at the office too. We've got a full day of work right now.
We do.
Constant.
There's already a soldier in spawn looking for the spy. Yeah, there's the science French. Gonna build the telly back up. See, that's the thing now. So you use the Eureka effect. You have to like, they could just go back and set it up.
Well, yeah, that's why you gotta two-tap them with the Enforcer in the spawn door.
Yeah. Oh, they get the gun sap
Where
off.
gets the sap, yeah.
But nobody's in position to help.
That is a pretty passive gun spot, though.
It
is.
is.
That's a lot further back than it normally is.
Maybe that's their secret.
Angelo's gonna find Arbiter, too, so if you remember, this is the point that they've had the most trouble with thus far. It has been first. Their last push is fantastic. Second and third, decent. First has really been where the time is. It was 4 minutes in the first half, 3 minutes in the second.
Yeah, it's literally the majority of their time last game. So, yeah, they did exchange, so it is even. They're gonna go for a sack, but nothing from Panther. There's just too many. They can't even get picks. That's the thing. They like barely get picks. Like I feel like the way they win this, and it's not doesn't take a million years, is Arbiter just needs to like pop off. Because other than that, no one else is like making it happen.
And I mean, both times it has been a pick onto Mountain.
Yeah.
So Mountain
honestly,
has...
just sack for Mountain. Low key,
put Cham on jetpack. Do it. One more body.
They Uber again. Both teams are gonna exchange. The post looks okay for Blue. They're pretty passive, but nobody died, so that's a pretty good thing.
Better than their average post, that's for certain. But
yeah,
they're all fairly hurt. Lots of red numbers in their health bars. They're gonna find American.
Okay, they get a Pyro. That's actually a pick you can work with, but they're also losing everyone for it. They need to get a pick that's like actually important, and they just can't
they
get
lose their heavy and their sniper.
Oh my god! Imagine if they got hard held on first here.
That would
be good. I would actually. That would be kind of funny. I'm kind of rooting for that now.
I'd have to tip my hat to Yogurt on the script writing there.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal script writing, especially because they've had like so much time to figure out how to push first, and it just has not happened yet.
There was a playoff match. It was one of the Jacob. I think it was like more of a Handy Jacob team than an AD Jacob team.
Yeah.
Where they played two super close matches on Swiftwater in like the third half of the match, and in the third map in the third half they busted out the tunnel hold on second.
Yeah,
and
no,
it was like a mind control.
That was against the Melon team. Yeah, I remember that.
That was insane. Well, no, they're gonna cap it here. 3 minutes or so.
That was not a great first push, but that was like much better.
But they have full ad here too.
We saw improvement. Improvement is good. And look how passive they are. They might just be... Oh, Health might actually be getting a little scared here. Mountain's gonna fall the farthest one forward. He was the only one who got it. Like, either he didn't get the memo or someone else did, because this should be a free second push. The only person to stop this is Emmybug streaming in, gonna get the force, so that is a huge play. And gonna get Willie! Emmybug is invisible.
You get the Uber out here, that's really all you're looking for. This is still gonna be about a 4-minute time, which is entirely standard. You're more than happy with that. Make sure you don't lose.
Look at Sunny. Here. Sunny's been waiting here this whole time. They haven't spotted him. He's just been hiding in this corner.
How is... You're just looking right at him. He's still jumping. Where are the eyes? One round.
He died. He waited for like a minute for that.
He was looking right at him, jumping up in the window. Just didn't see it.
It's a tough space, but they get found him a few times. So they can at least get aggressive while they cap here. I'll have to see how they want to take this, but Angelo is in position to maybe... Oh, he's going to try to get the spawn cap, but Spy v Spy, espionage action with Core coming on top. In the meantime, they're just getting the card up. This is kind of like... I'm not going to say it's dead time. Honestly, I think Dream should sack when they get the card up, but that's just me. Instead of like just sitting on the cart, because... I don't know, that's just me, but... Flores tried to get in, but unfortunately it's upward third, so unable to get in, you're gonna have to back up. Help standing in their usual positions, but I think they're a little scared. They're playing a little more passive than they used to. I don't know, I feel like they might have gone a little scared by something. Which there it is. Oh, dude, that was so fast.
I knew we needed one.
Yeah, there.
That said, though, I mean, I would have been paying attention to that. Good things have been in the works for blue team here. Panther has control of the outside of vent. Everyone in red is forced very far back. Cartho's gonna go down, the perfect kill they needed on to
Pablo
Pickles to
gets
stop the
that.
cap.
Pablo. Okay, Pablo found him out. He got it. Pablo actually, it's funny.
They
Pablo
have the numbers
doesn't
to
do
get
the
back in
anti-sniper
here.
thing a lot of the time, but he can. He just chooses not to. But it's a match. Playoff match.
Oh,
will
in
bust it
comes
out.
Emmy.
Oh,
Yep.
Emmy gets the.
Oh no, the bot.
That was Mountain.
That was Mountain.
See,
Picks that up.
that's what I was saying. Right, with the thing, it doesn't
Emmy just
matter.
runs in, poking the fights. Gets Arbiter.
They're still gonna get this though. Look how passive they're playing. They just walked out the last. I think help is fierce. They fear something. I don't know what, but they're afraid. That was unnecessary to give that out.
The fumble might be help.
Yeah, help might be fumbling by just not playing the
I don't
game.
know,
But
I
we'll have
mean,
to see.
on that,
Help
or
has
just
not had a
they'll
last
just
hold yet. Help
decided
has
to
had
bait her
0
or
last
something.
holds, which is insane.
Those are two huge picks. Got help get scout, demo, and sniper, and you just give up the point.
They,
Like
they,
that's
they
a
just didn't walk forward. Oh, there goes Angelo, and they lose Emmy Bug. Look where Ray is. Like they're all ready to go up top and get some space. Help is just kind of sitting here. They get pickles. Engineer down. The question here is, can Arb get opening picks? Because the most consistent way to win upper last is you get your sniper in upper, get a bunch of picks, then you wipe them, and then you push upper last. Emmybug dying again, so Emmybug dying twice on cooldown. In the meantime, though, the cart is getting closer. They're going to drop down, see if they can get space. They're going to Uber it, but they're not really that much Ubering on. They're just Ubering on Michael Alien. They're going to get the force, but it's a demo solo into a heavy.
and even then, no, they're gonna find.
Oh
Dang.
my
There's
goodness.
there's the
Look at the
choke
gun. The
there.
gun's coming up, but it's
They
not
don't
going to
drop
shoot anyone.
down.
This could be the round. This might be the round. They're trying to all fight, but they have a pyro on the cart. That's the round. 7 minutes. That's the best time we've seen yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Fleeble, you need to drop down with May there. You can't. You dropped so many people already. You cannot drop your demo in that.
I think Help got scared, genuinely. I think they, like...
Yeah, no, exactly. They are playing terrified right now.
Yeah. Although, to be said, it's the last round of the last game for at least this match. So, I'm sure nerves are high everywhere, but Help kind of blinked there. You know, it was a staring contest, and they blinked first, but they still have an offense. Their offenses have been great so far. They've been average to below average. If they can pull out a good offense here, and if Corporate King Hornets does a bit of choking, they can still win this.
Mission
Yeah,
begins
I
in
mean-
30 seconds.
Mountain's kind of been in the driver's seat of the SVS this entire time.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like he's cooled off a bit.
a bit, but still up in points. I mean, I was that is defense speaking, but has been able to consistently find those SVS picks on offense. All you need to do is take a little bit more advantage of those. I feel like the entire time, Help's offenses have been decent, but they haven't been like as kind of ruthless on the ads they have as they need to be.
Yeah. No, that's completely fair. I think we'll have to see. The thing though is that Help has like pretty much yet to have a last hold. They had 3 opportunities in the last hold and had 0, which is not ideal. That's not generally how you want to play upward last or upward in general.
They're actually playing the map in reverse.
They kind of are, yeah. Fleeble gets forced. They have to use, and this use isn't super great. They're gonna get probably. Are they? Oh, blue red might not even pop. Okay, red is gonna pop. It's gonna be late, but they're gonna get they're gonna stream forward in the meantime. Not gonna get any picks, so just an exchange, but it's kind of a late exchange. Actually, there is a soldier. Okay, he lives.
All around the
Gets
world.
down. Okay, that's good opening start and gets Consta. So they're getting the picks here. Maybe it's Help's opportunity to find out how hard it can be to push upward first.
Yeah, really not too much going for them right there. Arbiter's still set up. They're gonna try
They
it
get
right
the
now.
telly,
They get
but
the telly.
there's the science French is too strong. Arbiter ringing out some kills, and now, oh my god, Libra.
That was almost a med pick.
That was almost a med pick, but he also, I think he gave up a stall. Oh, but yeah, 88% versus.
No, that's just because they just popped so much earlier. Remember?
Right. True. Look how aggressive
Here,
Arbiter
right-
is. Oh my, I like the aggression from Arbiter. Especially that early, you can take that aggression on back up. They know that an exchange is coming. They have 95%. They're going to use. Can they get in time? They're going to get in time. They're going to save all their players, hopefully. Although Chow might be a little. Oh no. Okay, he lived. It's actually
Yeah,
Pablo who
Pablo in
died.
exchange, but they lose. Man, the banner comes out. Panther hits super low on the conch, but
It's
will
the fast
survive.
banner, so it's not like a super huge, but they get Fleeble. So this is already turning into an excellent first hole.
The Arbiter already rocking 8 now on to Micah. Really,
Upward
what
first,
Mountain's been doing in
Duddy.
these previous halves.
Defensive
Yeah.
sniper doing well on upward first.
Emily's in on him, just
Okay, there we
nails
go.
it,
After
takes out
the
Willie and
invisible
Art.
scout walks in and gets 2 points. And they get Ray on the back line, so it's a good first hold, but their second might be a bit scuffed if non-existent.
Emmy taking notes from DT playing Torpedo Scout.
Yes, and the Torpedo Scan is quite powerful if your team's not doing anything.
Running into the red heavy doesn't matter. Gets the kill. Yeah, they're already set up on Hill. This is the little bit more of the aggression we need to see from him here. It feels like in the last half they did this, and they managed to somehow not get Hill off.
Alright, so they're gonna get Emmy Bug. So that means the cart's gonna be a bit delayed, which gives them time to get Uber and, like, you know, start to play the game. If they can get a pick on Mountain, that's huge. And actually, you have Panther behind going and causing a distraction. Gonna fall, but that's it. Look how hurt Leeble was. They had to back up, but Mountain gonna win the SBS versus Arbiter means that this refight might be dead
Sonny
in the
just
water.
dropped out of window and could have gotten backstabbed by Ray, but went for Kira instead. Was touching the medic.
Let's see if they actually try to fight this or not. Core's gonna go for a stab, unable to get anything. Yeah, they're just gonna back up the third. I don't blame them. I think that would have been a very risky refight, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, still that you have 4 minutes for third and last, which
We've
my
said that a
money
lot
would
today.
be on Hornets in this case, but could go either way, really.
Yeah. I see there is a pencil happening. Panther is gonna
that was
jump out.
spy checking, if anything.
Maybe. I mean, it was a good pencil. It fulfilled its purpose, but both teams are on Uber, so it's completely even here. So it's on Help to make something happen. Hey, May doing a good job of trying to spam the sniper out and make him a little more passive. And look at Help. They're literally like, they're actually having like a conga line on the cart, like 9 people. That was a Fleeble dive to Arbiter. The rotation. They didn't know Arbiter was watching it, and that could be that could be the fumble we're talking about. Just not they weren't sure that Arbiter was watching that. In the meantime, though, Panther is gonna fall. Panther fell down the funny hole. Okay, they're gonna go for a sack, but they do get the force, so it's gonna be roughly even. But that's honestly fine for Red because you still have to push. I'd rather force them to than drop a bunch of players. They're already down Panther and Core.
They've been able to get the card up the second hill and almost say like, that's fine. You get the
but
force,
they need to
you
get up
get
that
the Uber,
first
but
before it's like
yeah. You're leaving yourself 2 minutes max for
Pablo
last
gets
year,
Angelo,
if
so that's
that.
gonna be a big pick. Emmy Buck's gonna be taking the 1v1 on Pablo, the important 1v1, and Pablo looks like he's on the worst end of it. Emmy Buck is gonna win that 1v1 and only lose like 10 HP in the process.
Perfect arrow on the Arbiter may have gone down. Doesn't matter, Micah on the flank, gonna find the sniper. That could be the pick that they need right now. Cap should go up to the second ramp at the least right now. It's only a gun. No, they're pulling it back. 2 minutes for
They're gonna
last.
retreat from this. If they lose that match, retreating there could be something they come to regret. But we'll see. It's the safer play, but I think a lot of teams are afraid to refight third when they shouldn't be. Granted, that was gonna be a little scuff. They probably would have lost, but in the grand scheme of things, as a general statement. Also, they didn't check Floor. Floor's gonna get the drop. Floor gets the drop.
Again onto Fleeble. Again, that
They're
is.
not checking that corner.
Nope, that's 2 drops
And there
in
goes
a row.
Mountain.
Here.
That's the push
Gonna lose
over.
Mountain too, yeah, and I mean, Mountain and Uber are probably your 2 ways of making things happen here. They're gonna find Panther and Pablo, but what are Scout Soldier gonna do? Americans shooting flares at the sentry gun. I mean, yeah, it's a good effort, but no, they are gonna catch that actually. Good enforcer damage coming through right there. Gun likely not gonna be able to stay up too much longer either.
They're doing
Although
a good
now they're
job
gonna get up
spamming
to
the gun.
1.
Help does do a very good job spamming the gun, but that's, there's unfortunately many other players who shoot. Help is
Pablo
just
runs and
exploded.
assassinates Mountain.
Help,
You die
help
for
is
that. As
actually.
you trade your life for defensive scout for offensive sniper here every time.
Yeah. Angelo was actually an upper backed up, but he actually might be caught up by Panther if he's not too careful. Panther gonna back up with only 50 seconds left. They have to make a push happen soon. They gotta get Mountain upper. Hope he gets a bunch of picks. Something has to happen because they have a level 2 up, so they have to get the gun first of all. And the pirate's sitting inside the gun. Wait, but a bomb. That's gonna get the demo down.
right there.
That's a huge
That's
opening.
huge
to
one.
work
They're
with, but
losing so
Mountain
many,
did
though.
again. Mountain just keeps dying on these last fights over and over again. It's like 3 times in a row now getting stabbed. That might not be Mountain's fault, but it sure helped Emiba gonna lose a fight as well. We're gonna happen, but they're not gonna be able to get anything done. And there's just a head dropping down on them. It's a solo head. It's gonna last forever.
They got Arbiter though. They got Arbiter. They got the NG. They got the Scout here right now. Mountain, I think, is set up somewhere.
Well, he's looking the wrong way. He's getting shot from rain.
Gonna go down, but Micah coming in on it now. It's only Cham.
Oh my god, it's only Cham.
5 seconds left.
7 seconds.
The airborne.
Did he get it? No.
It's gonna win. They are moving on to the lower bracket finals.
Oh my god.
The chokes were not enough for it to matter. The power of friendship comes together. They get in on cart, and I mean, that opening frag onto Kira is so big there. Really enabled all of that to happen. Just that Uber came down. I think everyone, you know, when the solo heavy Uber dropped down, I think everyone else on Hornets just got complacent, let themselves get caught out, and then when that Uber
they
fades,
thought they were
going to
win. They all fed. Like they had that game, and they, at the end, Hornets were the one that fumbled.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an insane finish, but good game. That was well worth watching. Well, I don't think we're gonna do interviews, and even if we do, I'm probably gonna. I need to eat food.
I gotta be up for. I mean, I start working 7 hours, so
Ugh.
not that I'm going to bed after this. No, I'm still gonna be up for longer, but I don't think we're gonna do too much here. It's been pretty late. Any kind of closing thoughts, Space?
Well played by both teams. You know, it was a game of inches in the end.
Definitely, yeah. I'm gonna.
R dropped a 21-8. Ooh, tough out there.
I mean, Mountain did a similar thing and lost too. It goes around, apparently. It's that kind of night.
Yeah.
But it will be on Sunday next week, not Monday. We will be seeing Ohio Leaf take on Somebody Help in the lower bracket finals. Rematch of week 1 in playoffs, which Ohio Leaf did steamroll through. So,
Fun fact, I don't think there's going to be a certain Jacob for Ohio Leaf Village.
that is correct. It'll be HEB ringing.
Yeah.
So
So
no
stay
Jacob.
tuned. Stay tuned on Sunday for that. And I think Monday is grand finals. Yeah.
Yep. And then Monday
All
will
right.
be Duddy Dudes versus the winner of that lower bracket finals. I'm gonna give a quick belated happy birthday to my good friend Marcus Freelander.
Ooh.
Was planning on doing that when the cast ended the first time,
But it didn't end.
but it was still yesterday. And missed him there. And a happy birthday to Speakers as well, whose birthday is actually today.
Ooh.
So happy birthday to my friends.
Yeah, happy birthday, those people. Closing thoughts. Good game. That's it.